What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans, Utah Jazz fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. I'll be doing a live play-by-play reaction, game clock, scoreboard, whatever for the San Antonio Spurs hosting the Utah Jazz. This game was on a half hour delay. Apparently, there's a security threat that's been taken care of. Hopefully, the game will get going and everybody is safe and sound and there's no shenanigans going on out there. That being said, thank you for stopping. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do so. Fast, fun, free, nutritious, and delicious. And as always, go Spurs, go! All right, finally getting my voice back a little bit. I had been sick the last 2 weeks, and it was hard to yell "Go Spurs, go!" But coming back around. Selena, good evening. How are you doing, my friend? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Anyway, good evening, spur of the moment, Mr. Z, Joshua Burns, Butterfly, Dibbin. We are about to get smoked. Well, maybe not. You never know. The Spurs injury report, I checked it before the game, a few hours ago, and it was clean. Nothing was on it. No injuries for anybody. The first time that's been like that since, well, the season started. I will say the seats are very empty at the game right now, which worries me that this delay might be ongoing. And if they keep adding a half hour every half hour, at some point, I'm just going to have to say, I got to go to work tomorrow. But start time's supposed to be around 8:30. We'll see. Merry Christmas, Mr. Z. I let you Rico. Merry Christmas. I hope you all had a wonderful holiday. I had a good holiday myself. Visited family. Went to a family Massachusetts place that I hadn't been to ever. It's probably because it's about an hour away, but it's a holiday, so I made the trip up and spent about 5 hours, and I'm glad I did. It was a good time. Game's supposed to start at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time for me. Or it's starting at 8:30 or any minute now. It was supposed to start at 8, which I'm guessing is 1 a.m. your time, Blackjack Energy. There was a security threat, so they delayed the game 30 minutes. I hope 2023 is going to be a good year, Joshua, for everybody. Butterfly, good evening. I'd like a good year. I had a lot of good things happen this year. Had some bad things happen too. I guess that's everybody's going to be in that boat. You're going to have your ups. You're going to have your downs. But I probably had more downs than up. Professionally, had more ups. Personal life, probably more downs. So I'm hoping to get a little more balance there. It's starting at 8:40 now, my time. Okay, so all right. I hope they don't keep delaying this, because then I will have to call it a night. And the only reason I say that, I'm not trying to be a jerk, but when I used to call baseball, be a half hour rain delay. It would turn into an hour rain delay. That would turn into a 2 hour rain delay. And that's at some point you just got to say, okay, you can't keep delaying the game on me. I do have to work tomorrow. No Christmas blues. Not for me. No Christmas blues. But just for anybody that's out there that's single, not to be get weird or too personal. I feel like it's kind of hard to meet people right now because just what I see in the profiles. If I see a girl, for instance, lead off with something political, I'm swiping left. If I'm on a dating app, I'd rather know a person, not all that nonsense to start off. And then you can have a religious block. I can't date somebody that's a fan of the Celtics, right? Congratulations, by the way. I know we have Cowboys fans in the chat. You guys had a huge win. Weird thing about the Cowboys and Eagles this year. I don't know if you guys knew this. When the Eagles beat the Cowboys, Dak Prescott didn't play. And when the Cowboys beat the Eagles, Jalen Hurts didn't play. So the teams haven't played each other with both their starting quarterbacks. I thought that was a very interesting stat. Good chance they'll meet again in the playoffs. And if they do, hopefully both quarterbacks are good to go and both teams are at as close to full strength as you can be. Plenty of fish. I been on there. I didn't have much good luck. Hey, good evening, the sports critic. How are you doing, Amir? Magic fan. What's up with the Orlando Magic? I thought for sure, the Orlando Magic were looking at a lottery pick next year in the draft, and they've been playing great lately. Beat my team. You guys had a huge fourth quarter, so I called the game, and hey, you play to win the game. Hello, you play to win the game. And the Magic are winning. It's good for them. Good evening, Coco Sisters, the Prune, Ayetski. I received $63 from my uncle in the mail today as a Christmas gift. I'm thinking about buying Pokemon Violet. I have no idea what Pokemon Violet is. Oh no, never settle. Nope, nope, you got it. No. Minshew did great, but let's come on. I'd like to see both starting quarterbacks. It's an understatement, playing much better, significantly better. Stanley Johnson has been good glazing bacon. He has been a very pleasant surprise. When I saw the signing, I briefly glossed over it in a recap video, and I was because you look at his NBA career, if you're just looking at stats, you would look at his stats and think the guy sucks. No offense, Stanley Johnson, if you ever see this, which you never will, but you would just look statistically and be like, this guy can't shoot to save his life. So far at the Spurs, he's played very good offensively. He's played solid defense. He can end up being a big steal for us. Uh, I mean, I'd like the Spurs to get the first overall pick if we're at the bottom of the league, which I expect us to be bottom five teams in the NBA. But it's all up to luck. A lot of Spurs fans come onto the channel and they say tank, 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 tank for Wemby and get the first overall pick. But there's no guarantee you're going to get the first overall pick because of the NBA's lottery. When the Spurs drafted Tim Duncan, they were not the worst team in the NBA. They were the third worst team in the NBA and had a little lady luck going for them and jumped over. I think Charlotte and Boston were worse than us that year and drafted Tim Duncan, dynasty born. You need a little luck, and I don't want a losing culture on my team. Go out, try hard, grow the young guys. If you lose in the process, so be it, because we just don't have the talent. And I don't think Giants stink. Good evening, Sarvas. When I think about the San Antonio Spurs starting lineup, this kind of hit me today. I don't think it complements each other very well. Keldon Johnson, our small forward, one thing he likes to do is drive into the paint and create shots in the paint. Well, we have three non-shooters on the floor in Jeremy Sohan, Jakob Poeltl, and Trey Jones. Teams are clogging the paint, and when Keldon Johnson's one of our only two shooters on the floor in the starting lineup, it's going to cause it really doesn't help his game, so to speak. He is our highest paid player, I believe, right now, and he is the face of the franchise, I suppose. And I don't think the starting lineup complements each other very well because we have such a massive lack of shooting. So it kind of makes me look at what's the direction the team going into next year. Is Trey Jones going to stay the starting point guard? Is Jakob Poeltl going to stay the starting center? A lot of that will also depend on who we draft. If we draft first or second next year, they're going to take Victor Wembanyama or Scoot Henderson. That's the lock. I can't imagine those two players not going 1 and 2. Oh, Monday Night Football's right now? Black Adam's not good? Damn. I like The Rock. Is he at least good in it? I can't see him playing Black Adam, though. I've read some comics with Black Adam in them, and when I think of actors playing him, I don't think Dwayne Johnson. Stankley Johnson, nice. It is Mr. Z. Part of that was the Lakers were really bad last season. The Lakers are bad this year, though. I don't get it. I don't know what's wrong with them. I keep hearing LeBron needs more help. I'm like, he's got two future Hall of Famers with him. That's what happens when you trade your whole future away for one player. You don't have enough around you. Epic collapse in the fourth quarter, Amir. I think you guys outscored us by like 15 or 20. Just crush us. You have a Southern personality. I swore you must be from Texas. From Massachusetts. We do have a tied game right now, by the way. It is 0-all. Jakob is not. I don't. Coco, the Spurs would trade Jakob if they feel like they can't re-sign him after this season. His contract is up. He's going to get a substantial pay raise, and because of the way his current contract is structured, I think the Spurs were limited to how much they could extend him to. He wanted more, rightfully so, and if they don't feel like they can re-sign him, then I'd rather them trade him and get something than just lose him outright after the season. But only Jakob Poeltl knows that, and the Spurs know that. Anthony Davis is made of glass. I will say that. He's a glass cannon. The Lakers did get Lonnie Walker. Yay. Lonnie's been pretty much playing like he has with us, though, isn't he? I don't think his stats are that much different than what he was doing here. Charmin. Oh, butterfly. Yes, it does. Alex, I agree. They went for the big names. They tried to create a super team with LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Russell Westbrook. That absolutely blew up last year. And it ain't working out good this year because, go figure, Anthony Davis is hurt. Ever since they won that championship in the bubble, which perfect situation for the Lakers that year. You got some old guys on the team. You got a fragile player, and you get what 4 months off, 5 months off for the bubble. Lonnie Walker this year is shooting 46% from the field, which is a career high right now. 40% from the arc, which is much better than last year. Averaging 15.3 points per game, but just spit in 30 minutes. Last season, he averaged 12 points per game in 23 minutes with the Spurs. If we do a 36-minute average, which gives us kind of a similar sample size. Last year with the Spurs, Lonnie averaged 19, 4, and 3.4. That's 19 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 3.4 assists per 36 minutes. With the Lakers this year, he's averaging 18.2, 2.9 rebounds, and 1.7 assists. Essentially, he's a little more efficient with his shooting than he was last year with the Spurs, but pretty much the same player. Except he's starting every game. But he's not turned into the 20 to 25 points per game guy that Spurs fans were hoping he would be when he was with us. He would have those flashes, but never carried that over the season. I did not butterfly. Scoot Henderson. If Scoot Henderson was drafted, Trey Jones is either back up here or he's long gone. Amir, I'll be rooting for the Magic tomorrow, big time. Let's go Magic. Butterfly. There are tons of empty seats. Was the game delayed again, or is it that empty in the AT&T Center? There's like, it looks like there's 50 people there. 50 people for the 50th anniversary. No idea, Puerto Rico. Let's go. Magic, Hornets, Pistons, Rockets. Are those all the teams that are right around us for the worst in the league? Last I checked, the Rockets were beating the Bulls. Like, the game is on. I'm in a commercial break. What do you mean the game is on? I'm watching a commercial. Am I not live? Ah, sugar. The NBA Pass has been weird occasionally where you won't be live. I don't think I'm live. I need to fast forward. I bet you they started me from the beginning of the stream. And stupid NBA Pass. I guarantee you they started me from the beginning of the very, 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 very beginning. And I'm not live. Well, a little heads up would have been good. The game is going. I'm stuck in a freaking commercial. I'm not live. The NBA Pass was not live. You got to be kidding me. I hate the NBA Pass. It sucks. Oh gosh, I'm way behind. It's 5-2, and I missed the first 2 minutes. I'm sorry. Nobody was saying, Rich, it's live. It's live. Something wrong with your thing? All right. Well, here we go. I did not see it because I just missed the first 2 minutes of the game. I don't know what happened. Well, Calvin, we're down 5-2, and the NBA Pass, when I put the stream on, started me from the very beginning with the half-hour delay. I had no idea it wasn't real time. I didn't know it wasn't here. The NBA Pass, sometimes, if you jump into a game, will start you from when their stream started, and you won't be live. And I just thought the place was completely empty. Oh well. Kelvin Johnson at the line for two. Two shots. And he made them both. Just throwing that out there. All right, Coyote, get out of here. It's happened to you too? Okay. Apparently I missed a huge dunk or something. I don't know. Nothing I can do about it now. Wow, the Jazz look like the Pittsburgh Steelers out there. What's with all the yellow? These uniforms are solid yellow with the I don't know if I like these Jazz uniforms, Jazz fans. All three of you in the chat. If that many. Spurs wearing their traditional, kind of looking like that. Kellen Johnson drives to the paint, throws up the layup, and the Spurs have the lead 6-5. My apologies for jumping into the game late. Didn't know it started. Something to keep in the back of my head, I suppose, when I jump into a game. Make sure I'm live. This three-point attempt from the corner is no good by Jared Vanderbilt, the city on rock and roll. Vassell with a three-pointer down the other end. That is good. Spurs out 9-5, like Dolly Parton. Ryan, we have a Jazz fan in the chat. Thank you for stopping. Ripe banana uniforms. Yes. The Jazz look like ripe bananas. Good evening and happy Monday. I had the day off. Hopefully, many of you did as well. Back to work tomorrow. Lauri Markkanen with the ball. He's been fantastic for the Jazz. Gets it out to Jordan Clarkson. Clarkson pull up jumper. No good. Trey Jones with the rebound. Jeremy Sohan will throw it out to Devin Vassell. Vassell drives into the paint. Stops, pops. And it is going to bounce off the rim twice, but no good. It is Jazz ball 9-5. Jordan Clarkson out 3-point land. Guarded by Sohan. Okay. Drips it off to Mike Conley. Why is Colin Sexton coming off the bench? I thought for sure he would start for the Jazz. Not so much, Oz, because he's coming off an injury. Vanderbilt in another corner three. That's no good. I believe that's back-to-back missed threes for Vanderbilt. Kellen Johnson drives with four into the paint. Layup good. Spurs are up 11-5, and the Jazz are going to call a timeout. Oh, well, that's good to know, Veronica. Glow in the dark jerseys. All right, good start for the Spurs. I always hope the Spurs win, but I get a little something special extra. My friend Ken, who's one of my best friends, is a Jazz and Vikings fan. Well, the Vikings just beat the Giants on a heartbreaking 61-yard field goal. And I knew it was going to happen, by the way. As soon as they said, well, if he makes this field goal, this will be a Minnesota Vikings team record. I'm like, well, that's how the Giants are going to lose. And sure enough, 61-yard field goal for the loss. Snap, spot, kick, good, suck it, we lost. But if his Jazz get my Spurs tonight, then his two teams will have beaten my two teams over this long weekend. I can't have that. We're both Yankees fans, so that's wash. Happy early birthday, Roy. And shout out to Boo Boo's the cat. I'm about to control the Jazz channel real quick. All right, two mangoes. Sounds good. Well, it's going to be a late game tonight, then. This won't get over to close to 11. Again, my apologies to anybody who's here at the start. The game started. I didn't know it did. The NBA Pass, if you have it, be careful sometimes. It'll start you from the very beginning of their stream, and you won't be live. That's all right. Not the end of the world. I missed the first 2 minutes. Spurs were down when I started my stream, and now they're up. So good luck tonight. Butterfly, that is a great song, by the way. I believe Kool and the Gang sang Celebrate. It's a celebration. Thought about covering that song, medaling it up quite a bit. I think that'd be a fun one. By the way, if you ain't down with the Spurs being up 11-5, we got 2 words for you. Turn north. Alrighty. Feels good to slowly start to get my voice back. So, Roy, this is the last day. You and I are going to be both 45 together. You're leaving. You're leaving me. Heading to 46 tomorrow. Cool in the gang. Oh, it is cool in the gang. All right. I have not done karaoke in forever. Tracy, good evening. Go Spurs. Go to you. Spurs up 11-5. Looking to play, as you guys said, spoiler, the Jazz started off fantastic. I think they started off 10-3 on the year, 10-4. Now I think they're about 4 or 5 games over 500. How about the 2019 draft class scoring leaders this season? John Morant at 27, Zion Williamson at 25, Tyler Hero at 21, and R. Keldon Johnson right there at number 21 as well, or at 21 points per game. He's the lowest pick out of all those 4 guys. He was picked 29th, part of the DeMar DeRozan trade. Jakob Poeltl, and the 29th overall pick and we got somebody else too. Oh, DeMar DeRozan, Jakob Poeltl, and ended up being Keldon Johnson for Kawhi Leonard and Danny Green. Anyway, it is going to be Jazz ball. They are down by 6. Lauri Markkanen out in 3-point land looking for a pick and roll. Now he has Trey Jones on him. We'll drop it off to Jordan Clarkson. Clarkson with the corner 3. No good. Dennis Rodman with the rebound. He really does look like Dennis out there with the tattoos, the green hair. Sohan drives in the paint, throws up the layup, no good. As soon as Sohan's offense comes together, like specifically his shooting, he's going to be a damn good player. Colin Sexton in the paint misses a shot, and we're going to have a foul on the Spurs. When those shots start going for Jeremy Sohan, if and when they start going, he's going to be something good. I see some Go Spurs goes in the chats. Good Go Spurs, Go Spurs go to all of you. This might be a non-shooting foul. Nope, it is a shooting foul, but it's for Lauri Markkanen. Or no, wait, no, it's for Walker Kessler. My apologies. Walker Kessler at the line. My first time watching the Jazz this year. I'll get it together. Kessler's second free throw. He made the second one. It is 11-6. If Sohan can be half the rebounder Dennis Rodman was with offensive talent, because Rodman, let's face it, couldn't shoot to save his life. Jakob Pertl throws the ball into the stands. No teammates out there, Jakob. That's a turnover. I think Rodman's first year with the Spurs, he averaged like 17 rebounds a game, but only 4.5 points per game. Marking it for three, no good. Jakob Pertl with the rebound. Yes, I do remember that. I remember Jordan winning the game winner, pushing off of Brian Russell. Kelvin's open for three, thinks about it. Now he's going to take the three. In and out. I think I saw somewhere the Spurs lead the league in and out shots. I agree, Joshua. That's a miss. I didn't see who took the shot. It's a miss for the Jazz. Spurs on the run. Alley-oop to Jeremy Sohan. Oh, I missed the dunk! Jeremy Sohan blew the alley-oop jump. Too much alley, not enough oop. Don't fake the funk in the nasty dunk, Jeremy. Colin Sexton gets in the paint down the other end, throws up a little jumper in the paint, and it's 11-8. Halfway through the first quarter. Jeremy! Come on, man. He's going to be checked in a fool. Trey Jones running around, drops it off to Vassell. Vassell's going to pull up for three. Nope. Ernie, herpes. Laurie Markkinen drives to the paint, throws up the layup, no good. And it's Spurs ball. Vassell bringing up under 6 minutes to go. Vassell pick and roll, drives in the paint, drops it off the Pertl. Pertl with the layup, and it is good. And one. All right. 13-8. Jakob Pertl going to the line, which is always not just his job, it's an adventure. Yep, Will Purdue. What a waste. They traded Sean Elliott for Dennis Rodman, and then Elliott comes back and they ship Rodman out for freaking Will Purdue. Worked out good for the Bulls. They won 3 rings with Rodman. Granted, that was more on the backs of Jordan and Pippen, but having Rodman there, holy crap, he made the free throw. Turtle should shoot with one hand. You know what? You might be right. All right, Joe. All right. Hey, Joe, where you going? Colin Sexton. I don't know if that was a turnover or a bad shot. Either way, it's Spurs ball up 14-8. Sohan and Keldon. Little miscommunication. Turnover for the Spurs. Back down the other way. A block. Jakob Pertl with the no. Kessler running the floor, and Jakob blocks his shot on the fast break. Little defense as Jakob's going to come out of the game, and I assume Zach Collins coming in. Yep, it will be. Hey, Rudy Gay's in the game, former San Antonio Spur. Throwing it out there. Sexton pull up jumper, good, and one. Boop boop. Purdue was on the 98-99 team, wasn't he? Sol 77? I believe he was. Yeah, I think he was. What is this widget thing on my screen? Fouls on Malachi Branham. It is 14-11. Spurs up by 3. And the ball's going to go out of bounds. That's another turnover on the Spurs. Something I say on a very frequent basis. I think that was on Zach Collins. We have way too many turnovers. Way too many turnovers. A runner of the paint is good by Mike Conley. And it's a 1-point game. Jazz have battled back, which, if you're a Spurs fan, no game's an easy game for the Spurs. Come on now. Keldon fakes a 3, drives baseline. Reverse layup is no good. We're going to have a foul. Zach Collins was pushed in the back going for the rebound. Joshua, that's fair. I can't argue that. Touche, sir. Touche. Hey, Cowboy X Factor, happy holidays, Merry Christmas to you. Yeah, freaking Giants. I mean, they're so depleted at certain positions that I mean, the fact that they're winning games at all is a miracle, or being competitive. Doug McDermott for three, his first shot of the game, corner three. It is 17-13. We just passed the smoke 'em if you got a mark. So by all means, if you do, I don't know, go for it. Wow. Malik Beasley just got a nice rim job as the ball bounced off the rim a few times, the backboard and rim a few times, and went in. Keldon into the paint, spin around, out of control, turnaround jumper is good. All right, Keldon. J Money, good evening. My new TSR jam, my video up for tomorrow, the shorts I'm putting up, will actually have Steven Jackson in it. So look at that, former Spurs Steven Jackson. It is jazz ball though. Conley pull up in the paint. Good. Wow, Mike Conley is, or not Mike Conley, sorry. Colin Sexton has looked good in the first quarter. Conley started. Sexton's in there now. My apologies. Kelvin in the paint. Off bounce layup. Good. And one. Kelvin having a good first quarter. Do you think Tim and Robin would have gotten along if they played together? I don't know. You would think clash of personalities, no, but you never know who's going to gel and would Tim have, that would his positive or would his personality rubbed off on Robin in a good way? You never know. If the Spurs get Victor Wembanyama, yeah, I think we're instantly a playoff team. Not a playoff contender, but yeah, we immediately go into top eight. Did you like that Cowboy X Factor? Yeah, that was all Ron Jambo on that one. 22-18, Austin 3:16 left in the first quarter. Rudy Gay going to launch a three. No good. Sohan with the rebound. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Sohan drives into the paint. Creates his own shot. Missed the layup. Zach Collins with a putback, and he's going to get fouled on the putback. A KJ yell count? Gosh, I should. Keldon going to the line for two. Two shots. Got a timeout. Spurs are up 22-18, which I'm sure that's surprising a lot of Jazz fans. I'll tell you, spur of the moment. We get Victor Wembanyama. You're going to see Spurs channels grow so much next year. I wouldn't mind having him. I do have the injury concern. High risk, high reward. But man, interest in the Spurs and Spurs content would be up. And I gotta imagine I would be doing more Spurs content next season if we got him because there'd be some real excitement. Not that I wasn't excited about this team, but there'd be a different level of excitement. You know what I mean? Having the number one pick overall is just going to bring something special. Scoots enough. Wemby, we very lucky. You bet on Trey Jones hitting a three this game? I don't think I would make that bet. I don't think he's hit one yet, has he? Gabriel, go Spurs, go! Merry Christmas to you. By the way, let's get one. I might cough after I do it, but we'll do it anyway. Go Spurs, go! All right, almost clean the old bugs out. I can at least do that, not like start choking uncontrollably after that. Who's the Monday Night Football game again? Did you guys say the Chargers? What the hell's with the Rams dropping 50? Was it yesterday they dropped 50 on the Broncos? What the heck happened? What happened to Russell? What happened to Russell Wilson? Hall of Fame career in Seattle. Not even playing like a starting quarterback in Denver. AB, salute to you. Chargers Colts. That's right. Thank you, Kyle. All tied up at 0. All right. It's a good football game, if I do say so myself. I can't do that. That doesn't work. Russell Wilson totally robbed the Broncos. Man, you see players that play fantastic with one franchise and then they jump ship somewhere else, and it's just never the same. Albert Pujols is the biggest example that pops in my head. Granted, he had some injuries, but he was one of the top 3 players, and at times the best player in all of baseball when he was with the St. Louis Cardinals. And he goes over to the Angels. Eh. Not even a Hall of Fame player. If you look at isolate his career with just the Angels, he's not a Hall of Famer at all. Nope. So just totally, it's like a 180. He had for some power here and there when he was with the Angels, but man, the average, the slugging percentage, the on base percent, everything. Well, Mr. Z, okay. True, Joe. True story. Mike White better not. Who's Mike White? Is that calling that the line for two? Two shots. You missed the first one. Are they done with the Spurs ringing the World Series? I think they're up to 9. I haven't watched any yet. I have them all queued up. I want to watch it all as one long documentary, or watch half and then the other half. I know they just did one on Dave Robinson, so I'm pumped to watch that one. Ah, they're just quarterback. Okay. I have no idea what's going on with the Jets. Go figure. And it's Jazz ball. And that straightaway three is no good from Malik Beasley. We are going to have a foul on somebody. Stan the Man Johnson has checked in for the Spurs. I don't know what if Joshua Primo's going to play in the NBA again. I I don't know. We'll see. Rudy Gay with the ball, drops it off, and then we get a block in the paint. Simone Fontecchio was going for a dunk, and Zach Collins with the no, no, no. Back the other way, Malachi Branham. He gets blocked. We have a fast break. Beasley to the paint. Misses the shot. Spurs ball. Spurs running down the other way. Okay, some sloppy basketball or good defense. And Zach Collins gets fouled by Fontecchio. Fontecchio? Tecchio? Tucchio? I don't know how to say that dude's name. Oh well. Sorry, Simone. Zach Collins going to the line for two. Two shots. First free throw is no good. Alrighty. I just heard this is the 8th free throw for the Spurs in the first quarter. That's an anomaly for the Spurs. They usually don't get to the line a lot. I think we're actually in the bottom 3 for free throws per game in the NBA. I think I've even heard we're the worst when it comes to, or we have the least amount of free throw attempts per game. Jazz ball. Rudy Gay going to pass across court. Beasley thinks about a three, pulls it down, drives to the paint. You'll kick it out for 3, and that 3 is an ugly shot by Simone Fontecchio. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Spurs ball. Primo's second chance. Yeah. I don't see that happening. But stranger things have happened. Michael Vick got back to the NFL. Had one monster year with the Eagles. Devin Vassell trying to get into Zach Collins. Instead, he'll dump it out to Doug McDermott. McDermott's going to drive in the paint. Throws up the layup. Good. And one. Wow, Spurs are getting a lot of calls going their way in the first quarter. Exactly. So he needs to fix what if he's guilty of anything, whatever is wrong in his life, fix what's up here, and then the basketball's meant to happen. It'll happen later in life. Free throw is good. Spurs are up by 9. Could the Spurs potentially have a double-digit lead at the end of the first quarter? Maybe. Lauri Markkanen with the ball right now. Drives by Malcolm Brandon. Throws up a layup, and it's good. They probably would, Joe. Good evening, Brian. Tonight's game did start a half hour late due to a security threat. Apparently, Ron Jambo was in the arena. Just saying. Devin Vassell drives into the free throw line. Back out to Doug McDermott. McDermott, runner. In and out burger. We have we feast on in and out burgers. That damn ball always going in and out. Marking it for 3 down the other end. No good. Fight for the board. And the Jazz get the rebound. 1 minute to go. Ooh, my clock is fast. We'll fix that. And a baseline pull-up jumper by Beasley is good. It's a 5-point game. So much for being up by double digits. Get my clock in sync. 20, oh, 27-24? What? I swear the NBA passed like the whatever. Unless I missed the bucket. Branham going to start to drive, gets in the paint, blows by the Jazz defense, and gets the layup. Nice aggressive move by Malachi Branham to score. I like to see a little more of that. We drafted him as a 3-level scorer. He's been improving over the last few games. Hopefully continues to develop as, well, he was a first-round pick, so we want to see him play well. And Alexander Walker drives in the paint, gets the layup. It's a 3-point game. Spurs can hold for the last shot. Malachi Branham looks like he will maybe set for the last shot. Under 10 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. Branham pick and roll. Starts to drive. Drops it off to Stanley Johnson. Johnson into the paint. Throws it to Doug McDermott. McDermott, the runner at the buzzer. Baseline runner is good. All right. I have not, Ernie. Ron Jeremy. God. There's a name I haven't heard in a while. We wave it off. Joshua, what are you doing? I know you want the high draft pick, but don't root for our guys to miss shots or have shots taken away. I gotta look up the Jazz roster. There's a player out there that's confusing me. Sometimes ESPN gets. I use ESPN for rosters occasionally, and they'll give me a. Like they had Rudy Gay as number 8. They had 2 number 8s on the team, which is not right at all. All right, I think I'm good. Drop him in. All right, roster updated. Good to go. Yes, Veronica, you're Dougie with the bucket at the end of the quarter. I gotta change. Speaking of which, I gotta change the quarter. Quarter 2. Charger just scored 7, so Chargers up 7-0. Who started? The usual 5 with San Antonio Spurs. Jakob Poeltl, Jeremy Sohan, Keldon Johnson, Devin Vassell, Trey Jones. For the Utah Jazz, Mike Conley, Jordan Clarkson, Lauri Markkanen, Jared Vanderbilt, and Walker Kessler. Those are your 10 starters for the respective teams. The San Antonio Spurs are the home team, and they are up 31-26 going into the second quarter. You got the Nuggets and Celtics in the finals? I really don't trust anybody out of the West. The Celtics, very good probability that they'll repeat and be in the NBA Finals again, but I don't know who I trust in the West. Are the Nuggets the best team in the West? Gosh, I don't even know who the number 1 team is at this moment. And pull up a little NBA standings, if we will. I thought the Celtics were in first in the West Eastern Conference. They are. Western Conference, it is the Nuggets. Tight race. You got the Nuggets at 21-11, and the Pelicans and Grizzlies are both 20-12. They're 1 game behind the Nuggets. Interestingly, the top 3 teams in the Western Conference not so good on the road. Nuggets 12-3 at home, only 9-8 on the road. The Pelicans are 13-4 at home, 7-8 on the road, and then you have the Grizzlies who are 13-2 at home, but 7-10 on the road. Actually, generally speaking, the Western Conference sucks away from home. Is the Eastern Conference like that too? Celtics are 11-5 on the road. The Nets and Sixers have both won 8 in a row. I knew the Sixers had won 8 in a row. I didn't realize the Nets are playing extremely well. 9-1 in their last 10. All right. Oh, who knew? Not me. Did you? Second quarter on the way. Jazz will start off with the ball. Malik Beasley. 10 on the shot clock. Out 3-point land. Will launch a 3 over Zach Collins. No good. Devin Vassell the rebound. Oh, Pelicans definitely in the playoffs, no doubt. Vassell gets into the paint, throws it up off the glass. Good. Spurs up by 7. And the Pelicans, don't forget, are going to take the Lakers' first-round pick next year. And the Lakers right now are a bottom 10 team in the NBA. I don't see that turning around, barring a miracle. And we have a foul on Stanley Johnson. He got a little too touchy-feely on Malik Beasley. Yes, tap the thumbs up. Only tap it once. If you tap it twice, it'll just be neutral again. 33-26. It is Jazz ball. Alexander Walker on three-point land gets it to Markkanen. Markkanen to drive on Stanley Johnson. And we'll actually pass it back out to Jordan Clarkson, who takes a mile-long three. That is no good. Jazz get the offensive rebound. Another three is no good by Walker. It's Spurs ball. Jazz launching threes left and right. They get it to Zach Collins in the paint. Collins back out to Stanley Johnson. Johnson with the one-arm pass into the stands. I don't know what the hell that was. Is he your favorite player, J Money? Can't rebound Veronica, and they can't pass. They've had a couple balls go in the stands today. I don't know where they're looking. Play smarter. Lauri Markkanen in corner three, no good. Jazz just launching three after three after three. Just make a bucket. If you're missing shot after shot, the answer is to not keep launching threes. It's make some easy buckets and get your rhythm back. Speaking of easy buckets, Doug McDermott into the paint with the layup. No good. Blew the layup at the rim. Markkanen blows the layup down the other end, and then Trey Jones knocks the ball out of bounds. You dum-dum. I can see that Selena Post tattooed on my neck. I have 0 tattoos. I'm probably going to keep that way, Cell 77. I don't want to get my first tattoo of 45. Jordan Clarkson, 1-on-1 with Doug McDermott. Dougie known for his strong defense. Clarkson with the pull-up jumper over him, no good. Curry, okay, J Money. Okay. Stanley Johnson in the paint. Gets some contact, throws it up and in, and one! All right. Spurs up by 9, their biggest lead of the game. Stanley is a good man. He's been fantastic. I am very happy I've been wrong about him. So, while I got you guys in here, ladies and gentlemen, you may have noticed I didn't do a recap this week because, well, shoot, the recap would have been on Christmas Day. Not happening. And I don't think I'm going to do the weekly recaps right now because the interest has been down. But I still like doing weekly recaps, so I might do a monthly recap, which gives you a much more bigger sample size of how a player's doing over a 4-week span as opposed to what if they only played 2 games this week. Doesn't really tell you much about him. Stanley Johnson's going to call for a foul on Jordan Clarkson, not shooting foul. The best Johnson at the line. Well, I don't know about all that. That's a way to lose the wrench talking like that around here, Veronica. Matter of fact, you're going to get one of these for that. You ready? All right. Just kidding. I heart you. In an human resource appropriate type of way. Trey Jones steals the inbound pass, takes it coast to coast, throws up the layup. It's good, and the Spurs are up by 12. Yeah, I think monthly recap. Since interest is a little low right now, it frees me up on Sunday mornings. I'll work more on the NBA short videos, which I am enjoying making. I just made another one today. It'll debut tomorrow at 11. They're picking up a little speed. McDermott for 3, no good, but I really want it to be like a nice little archive for NBA fans to go see classic moments in the NBA or maybe a draft profile or just, just short NBA clips. That's a turnover by the Jazz. Spurs on the run. McDermott open for 3. Dougie! 42 and 30. Wow. Chuck Norris shoots better than everybody. Come on now. Let's keep it real. Mike Beasley on 3-point land just launches a 3. No good. And a loose ball fell on the Spurs. Stormed. Wow, Veronica. That's harsh. Ryan, good evening. Always appreciate Jazz fans stopping in. Melissa, go Spurs, go to you. Got my 2 favorite co-hosts, Selena Gomez and May the Schwartz be with you. Okay, he didn't say that, but he could say that. And it's Jazz ball, 38-26. Clarkson bounce pass, or a quick pass to Markkanen for 3, no good. Jazz just throwing up. Spurs can't get the offensive rebound. Clarkson with the putback. 38-28, and Pop is going to call timeout. Let's win this one for John Stockton. No. These Jazz, you know what I do like about the Jazz jerseys? They're easy to read. The numbers are huge, huge. So I have no question who has the ball. Ernie, I'll try to go to more games next year. It depends how much it is to fly out there and what the schedule is. Ideally, if the Spurs have, let's say, a Friday night game and a Saturday night game, a back-to-back in San Antonio, I could fly out Friday morning, see the Friday night game, see the Saturday game, fly back Sunday. I only have to take one day off from work, and it would be much cheaper if I'm only staying there 2 nights as opposed to the 4 nights I recently did. And I only need to rent a car for 2 days, or 3 days. You think when Grogu finally speaks, he'll talk like Yoda? Yeah, probably. Yeah. So I do have some bad news. The big game next year, the Spurs and the Warriors, I won't be calling that because it's on ESPN, which I don't have. It'll be blacked out or region, but it won't be on NBA League Pass, which I have. So that kind of sucks. Also, I think next week, I think the Spurs play the Celtics and the Nets in the same week, and both of those games are going to be blacked out for me as well because they're local. They're the local teams where I am in Connecticut. So I think there's 3 games next week for the Spurs, but only one will be on the league pass, so I'll only be able to call one game next week. Yes, the Alamo Dome one, Veronica. It's on ESPN. I don't have ESPN. I don't have cable. All I have is Frontier fiber optic. It's 500 internet for $40 a month. I don't watch cable anymore. There's so many streaming options. I can't how cable is going to survive. Well, they're going to survive because people can't. It'll be the only option. Cable internet will survive, but as far as just cable TV itself, I can't imagine it being around more than. I think it'll die in the next 10 years. Bombastic. So do I. 4 things. Things associated with New Year's Eve: drinks and alcohol, fireworks, ball drop, kissing, sex, marijuana. Dick Clark. Hey, Shaylin. Wait, you're going to San Antonio for a game? Daniel Barry, good evening to you. Wow, they're showing all the Greg Popovich coach and head tree. It is just ridiculous. Becky Hammond, Steve Kerr. Well, and they shut the thing down. But those are just 2 coaches right there with titles. There's a bigger list than that. So, and in the paint, the runner is good. The one-handed runner, shooting his shots like he shoots his free throws. One hand. I think Jeremy Sochan's going to be really good next year. He's good now, but it's just offensively he's kind of poop at times. He has no shot. As soon as those shots start going in on a more consistent basis, he could be I don't know. He's got the motor. He's got a good basketball IQ. He's not afraid to guard the other team's best player. Heck, he's even run point at times for us. I think he's got a very bright future as a scorer. Just his shooting, his shooting. That's turnover for the Jazz. Spurs ball to Kellen Johnson. Sprints up the court with the ball, gets into the paint, and he turns it over too. Jordan Clarkson actually just totally confuses the Spurs defense. He just stops in the paint and then just takes a little jumper. 40-30, Spurs up by 10 with a little over 7.5 minutes to go in the first half. That's another turnover for the San Antonio Spurs. This one's on Jeremy Sochan. Clarkson will dish it out. And a drive and a layup attempt by Alexander Walker is no good. He's fouled, going on line for 2. Awesome. I don't know phone to the big bucks. Why are Spurs tickets going up right now, Butterfly? Wait, the Alamo Dome's not in Austin, is it? No. Which game? What are you talking about? Vern, you know what I mean? You guys remember Ernest P. Worrell? Know what I mean, Vern? Rest in peace, Ernest. He died a while ago. Quite a while ago. Oh, I'm glad we didn't play on Christmas Day. No thanks. No. I enjoyed the last 3 days off. I'm not gonna lie. Little time off from YouTube is always nice. And it's the holidays. I would never stream anything on Christmas. That's just no way. That's family time. I finally got my priorities straight, and that's yeah. We have a foul in the paint. That's going to go against the Jazz. Ernest goes to camp. I always liked Ernest Saves Christmas and Ernest Goes to Jail are my two favorite Ernest movies. The Ernest Goes to Jail is ridiculous because there's the evil look-alike Ernest guy. It's just, I don't know. Ernest scared stupid. Oh, okay, Butterfly, I got you. I hope you guys have a good New Year. The Spurs play on New Year's Eve. No way I'm calling that game. Come on now. Y'all gonna be out doing things. I'm gonna be out doing things. And even if I wasn't out doing something, I'd be calling that game for like five people, if that. Is there a slam dunk, Ernest? I haven't seen that. That sounds like something you would make. That's too. I totally blitzed on who shot those free throws for the Spurs. Wow, was that Jakob Pertl just make two free throws? I just totally dozed out. I don't know what happened there. Laurie marking it for three, and it's good. 42-35, 6 minutes and some change to go. Trey Jones, runner in the paint, or from the post, no good. Fight for the rebound to be knocked out of bounds, and it will be Keldon Johnson, Jakob Pertl arguing that it wasn't off of them. I think it's Jazz ball. Yep. I can't believe I missed who shot those two free throws for the Spurs. I totally Rich left the building. I don't know what to say. Is Pop challenging this? Pop is still arguing with the ref. Pop ain't having it. I don't know what's going on right now. There's a delay right now. I don't know why. Okay. All right. It is Jazz ball. Jazz are in the bonus already with 6.5 minutes to go. Conley pull up three. Good. And Pop's going to take a timeout. 42-38. Get thrown out, Pop. He has used that strategy before. It's occasionally an effective strategy depending on the team, the coach, the players, etc. 6:29 to go. Spurs are up by 4. And Jazz are a good team. A surprisingly good team. I think a lot of folks, myself included, expected Jazz with them cleaning house, getting rid of Rudy Gobert, getting rid of Donovan, not getting rid of, but trading Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell. Thought for sure this team would be in the bottom 5, easily bottom 5 of the Western Conference. That's not the case. Really surprising a lot of people. Good night, Sal 77. Believe me, after this game, I'm contemplating, do I want to jump on my Xbox for a half hour or an hour, or do I want to go straight to bed? With the original start time of 8 p.m., there was no doubt this game gets over around 10:20 my time, 10:25, jump on my Xbox, but now it's going to be over at 11ish. A little apprehensive. Students go. That's good. Students go for free though, Butterfly. I had no idea you were a teacher, by the way. No idea. I don't know what any of you guys do in the chat. I don't really ask. I guess it's none of my business. Veronica, I have Xbox Game Pass, so I play whatever on that one. Right now, I've been playing High on Life is the newest game on there, amongst a few other games for free to. I did buy Dying Light as part of a sale. That's been a lot of fun. Been playing that with a buddy. I still play Rogue Company, even though the game is buggy as all hell. I do like the game. Um, yeah, I don't really have a particular game I play. I just bought Mortal Kombat XL because it was $5 with all the DLC. I'm like, yeah, I know it's a little bit older Mortal Kombat, but you got the Predator and Alien and Jason and Leatherface. So I bought it. I'm enjoying that. Do not play Apex anymore. I checked out on that. You guys asked. I don't like battle arena games at all. I've played a little Battlefront 2, Nady Nate. We play a little Star Wars Battlefront 2 with friends. I like it. It's not my go-to. I did beat the single player campaign though, so apparently I liked it enough to go all the way through it. Good evening, Ron Duffney. I also play Rocket League once in a while as a free-to-play game. I also just tried, I want to say it's called Gundam Evolution for the first time today. I played one game. It was a free-to-play download. Mech Warrior. I know Gundam is an anime or a cartoon, something like that. I did good for only playing one game. My first time ever playing, I had 18 kills and 4 deaths. So I was like, you know what? I'll take in a 4.5 kill to death ratio streak. My first time ever playing a game. Brandon pull up jumper in the paint. No good. Gets his own miss. Puts it back. That is good. I tried the trail in Apex. I hated it. Shooting it. You know what is really good? Titanfall 2, which Apex Legends is a spin-off of Titanfall 2. I really like Titanfall. Apex, it's the Battle Royale mode. I just don't like Battle Royale. There's too much running around, doing nothing, accumulating stuff, and then I get into combat and die right away. I'm like, great, lather, rinse, repeat. I just wasted 10 minutes doing nothing. Wow. Mike Conley with a long three-point game. Who do you think I'll put a statue? Tim Dunn will probably be the first to get a statue out of those three. Sohan, mid-range jumper, no good. I don't know if that's what we really want right now. Lions of War, good evening and thank you. She's looking good there. Let me fix the couch a little bit. Oh my goodness, another three for the Jazz. Lori Markkinen, we got a tie game. All that jazz is right. Utah on a 16-4 run in the last 2 minutes and 37 seconds. Spurs ball. Branham, he's going to take a corner three. All right, Malachi Branham. He's been much more aggressive the last 2 weeks. Kyrie got 7 threes. You got something. What a knucklehead he is. Very good basketball player. Just a knucklehead. Can't stay out of trouble or stop. It's always something with him. Another block by Jakob Poeltl. Jazz still have the ball. 3 on the shot clock. And the short jumper is no good by Malik Beasley. Max, yeah, it's a good game. Kelly down the other end of the paint, throws up the layup, and it is good. Spurs got the ball down there quick. Jazz couldn't quite get back in transition. 49-44. And a little over 4 minutes ago. And we're going to have a reach-in foul on Keldon Johnson. Jazz started the second quarter shooting 0 of 10. Since then, 6 of 8. Ah, there's the Jesus sandal. Triple Jesus sandal. That's a lot of Jesus sandal. Just saying. Lori Markkinen at the line for 2. I didn't realize Markkinen, you can tell he hits the gym. He's also a professional basketball player, so you expect most of them to be in shape. I'd like to get back in that kind of shape. I was never that good of shape, but man, that's my New Year's resolution: get back in shape. I told you guys I had a medical injury that knocked me out for 3 months from May, June, July. I'm going backwards, and it threw me off really a large portion of the year. And I was like, you know what, I got to get back into it. Spurs need a Sean Kemp. Sean Kemp was a fun player to watch. Man, easily one of the greatest in-game dunkers I've ever seen. Branham drives off the glass, good, and one. Malachi Branham. Latino Lantern with the $5 super chat. He says, after the first week of the season, you give Sohan B. you're giving Sohan a B, a Branham a D, and Wesley a D. Still. Oh, after the first. Was that my draft grade? Was that the preseason report card? I don't remember what that is. I will probably, I will do a midseason report card for the Spurs. Thank you for the donation. And I'll have to give it some thought. Blake Wesley's kind of getting more of an incomplete because he hasn't played. He's been out the majority of the season. He played, 2 games so far? So Blake Wesley's definitely an incomplete. We haven't seen enough. We have a foul, by the way, and 2 shots coming up from Lake Beasley. It's 3 weeks into the season. Okay. I'll do a mid-season report card. Yeah. Those are fun to do. Missed the first free throw. Although mid-season would technically be at the 41 game mark, which is getting close, isn't it? That's getting real close. What's our record? Yeah, ninth. What are we? Damn, what are we? 11 and 20, something like that. Can't even remember off the top of my head. That's sad. Second free throw is good. We are. Oh, we're 10 and 22. I said 11 and 20. Well, I guess wishful thinking. Brandon with another jumper. Sweet Malachi. Bum, bum, bum. We never thought you'd be this good. So soon, so soon. Laurie marking for three, no good. Jazz get the ball back. And now the Spurs pick it off. Spurs running fast down the court. Colin Johnson, Euro step, layup, good. All right. 56-47. Spurs on a 12-3 run in the last minute and 55. Spurs and Jazz fans alike. It's another three. Conley, wow, Conley's having a heck of a first half. 56-50. I think he's made 3 or 4 threes. He's made 4 threes. He's 4 or 4 from beyond the arc. 14 points for Mike Conley. Now turnover for the Spurs. Jazz got a fast break, and Markkanen's going to have an easy dunk down the other way and throws it down on the Spurs rim. Is Trey Jones hurt? Is Trey hurt, Joshua? Is he going to be out for it? I know he started. I don't think he's played much lately. Brandon fakes the three, gets it into Zach Collins. Collins in the paint. Little jump hook, good. That's the San Antonio turnovers, Veronica. Way too many turnovers this season. We're one of the worst in the league. Beasley's going to drive into the paint. No good. Fouled, going to the line for two. But Sally's been quite quiet tonight, Brandon. I haven't said his name a lot. I think he hit a three. He might have 5 or 7 points, but I haven't said his name a lot. It's been a relatively quiet night. Kellen's had a pretty good scoring night. McNally, Branham having a very good night. Lloyd Markkanen, 14 points, 10 in this quarter. Markkanen and Conley really doing some carrying, if you will, for the Jazz tonight. Homer Martinez, good evening. Como está mi hombre? First free throw is good from Malik Beasley, 58-53. Guillermo, Go Spurs, go to you. Jazz are still in the bonus. Oh, you didn't know? My apologies for any coughing tonight. I am still getting over something that's kept me congested for like 2 weeks now. I'm almost in the clear. Second free throw is good. Latino Lantern at $2. Super chat says, Brandon's showing any Ohio Mr. basketball skills? Yes. He has been playing much better, Latino Lantern, over the last 2 weeks, really showing us some of that 3-level scoring we were expecting when we drafted him. Getting to the rim, hitting some threes, mixing it up. Kellen Johnson drives to the hoop, gets the layup, and one! Kellen doing a great job finishing the paint tonight. Nice, Brandon. Unfortunately, I won't be able to see that game because, one, I will be in Connecticut, so I can't go to it. Two, it's on ESPN, and I don't get ESPN. Keldon with 17 points here in the first quarter. Is Keldon getting a bit of a unibrow? Am I looking at that right, Spurs fans? I swear I just saw it. He missed a free throw. Maybe he's, maybe that'll be good luck for him. It works for Anthony Davis, although he's hurt all the time. Pop thumbs up. There you go. Pop thumbs up. Jazz ball, Jordan Clarkson. Drives, gets baseline, and then has the ball poked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Jazz. Both teams are in the bonus. Shave that uni. Am I seeing things butterfly, or is he getting is it getting dark right here? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's the angle, the dangle of the camera. Clarkson with a fall away three, no good. One the foul, not going to get it. It is Spurs ball. Under a minute and a half to go. Both teams in the bonus. Brandon will bring it up for the Spurs. Malachi drives into the paint. Back out to Collins. Collins can't hold on to the pass. That's another turnover for the Spurs. We are so turnover prone. Clarkson will drive into the paint and gets clobbered. or at least drew the foul. He'll go to the line for two. He does. Let's not talk about it. Okay. Whatever. As long as he plays well, I don't care what he looks like. Just an observation. I'm sure if I had one coming in, you guys would be like, "Yo, TSR, I don't know if you looked in the mirror recently, but last time I saw you, you had two eyebrows." Clarkson's first free throw is good, 60 to 55. Man, I did not have fun with Jordan Clarkson's hair on that thumbnail. At Yeah, I I had to do some very I had to get in there and put his hair in. Um, the photo editor that I used was removing his hair because it's so thin. Uh, so I had to go back in there and manually add his hair back in. It was different. I don't mind doing it. The sell for three, in and out, rolled on the rim, rolled around and out. Under a minute to go. Spurs up by 4. See how the first half ends for the Spurs. It is Jazz ball. Mike Conley, runner, gets blocked by Devin Vassell. The Spurs almost turn the ball over immediately. Collins with the save. Devin Vassell with the ball right now. 16 on the shot clock. Spurs can go 2 for 1. Vassell's going to drive into the paint. Reverse layup. No good. And we're going to have a foul. Ernie, I think Brian Dable's a fantastic coach. I know the Giants lost over the weekend. Now they've been losing quite a bit over the last months. That being said, they have no wide receivers. They're Kenny Galladay. I don't know if he's on the team at this point or care if he's on the team. Darius Kadoni was traded, first round pick from last year. There's a mess at wide receiver and in their secondary. They re-signed Landon Collins, who traded away a few years ago or let go to the Washington Redskins. So all things considered, I think they're outperforming expectations, and Dable I think's legit. Latino Lander with another super chat. $2 says all the Purdle trade rumors have gone. I think they've gone silent because of the holidays. I forgot to put the 2 shots thing up. I'm sorry. 2 shots. Mike Conley on 3-point. I think the Jakob rumors will pick up again sometime next month. Conley just going to launch a 3. That's no good. Spurs can hold for the final shot. The shot clock is off. Vassell 2 blocks already, huh? She can say she can talk. She chooses not to. Vassell for 3. And a foul? Wow, that's a bad foul. That's a real bad foul. It's 1 second left on the clock. Yeah, 3 shots. It's good, Andrew. If Trey Jones was playing, we'd be down 10. Oh, Joshua, you don't like Trey Jones? Vassell, first free throw. No good. Pistons up by 12 in overtime? I didn't actually do a Spurs week and review Latino Lantern this week. I'm actually changing the format because it was Christmas Day, so I was not going to work on YouTube on Christmas Day. But I think interest has been pretty low because the Spurs are losing on the weekly recap. So I think I'm just going to do a monthly recap, a midseason recap, and then an end of the year recap. Some is 2 out of 3. That's the end of the first half. Um, I'll probably bring the weekly recaps back again at some point, but YouTube tells you if your viewers are watching them, and it's been telling me the last couple weeks your viewers are not interested in the videos. It's like, well, damn it, I got to do what's fun. I can do stuff I like on the channel. But I also got to treat it, be 5% businessman and try to put up content that people are enjoying. Excuse me. What was I trying to do? Oh, halftime. Gosh, Spurs have a back-to-back tomorrow. Who do we play tomorrow? Malachi is looking really good the last 2 weeks. I've lost my interest in watching Spurs. Yeah, Andrew, a lot of folks have tuned out on the Spurs. And, I get it. especially when you have tons of games where they're down by 10 after the first quarter or down by 20 or 25 at halftime. Nobody wants to watch that. I saw the Spurs live against the Suns. They were down by 30 at halftime. The game was over. It sucked. So I'm still going to do content, still going to cover the Spurs, but I'm also going to prioritize my personal life a little more right now and do other NBA content while the Spurs are struggling to try. I do want to hit 20,000 sooner than later. So there's that. Anyway, let's talk about the halftime stats for the Jazz. Lauri Markkanen with 14 and 9 rebounds, well on his way to a double-double. Jared Vanderbilt with 0. Okay, Walker Kessler with 1. Jordan Clarkson with 6, and Mike Conley with 14. Conley 4 or 5 from beyond the arc. You got 2 starters for the Jazz, though, really not carrying the weight. Plus, they're both in foul trouble. Kessler has 4 fouls. Vanderbilt has 3. Off the bench for the Utah Jazz, Colin Sexton with 7. Malik Beasley with 8. Rudy Gay with 0. Nikhil Alexander-Walker with 6. And Simone Fontecchio with 0. For our San Antonio Spurs, I just want to check something. The Jazz have 8 turnovers. How many do we have? 10. All right, we're not, it's about even. Anyway, for the Spurs, Kellen Johnson with a fantastic first half, 7 of 10 from the field. He's got 17 points. Jeremy Sohan with 2. Jakob Poeltl with 7. Devin Vassell with 8. Trey Jones with 2. Jones played 14. Actually, his minutes are similar to the rest of the starters for the most part, but only 14 minutes. Doug McDermott off the bench with 8. Malachi Branham with 12. And he just had a career high recently. I want to say 14 or 16. Zach Collins with 4. Stan the Man Johnson with 3. Branham 5 of 6 from the field. He does have 2 turnovers in only 14 minutes and two fouls, but still 12 points. I want to see what his career high is because I feel like he just had that not too long ago. Maybe in the last game. Malachi Branham, career high. 14 is his career high. He's got 12 already. And the 14 was, does it tell me? Nope, I got to dig into his stats. 14 was against the Rockets on December 19th. So yeah, exactly a week ago, he had a career high 14. Actually, his last 4 games, he's had 9, 9, 14, and 12. So he's definitely contributing a lot more than he was, well, before that. Another $2 super chat by Latino Lantern. He says, weekly are quick, solid, good, bad, and ugly. I thank you for that, Latino Lantern. The weeklies are fun to do, but people just aren't interested in it. And at the YouTube channel, I still have to look at, I know you could say, well, the TSR Gems playlist, there's not a ton of interest. The last 2 videos, I think, are close to 2,000 views each or 1,500, whatever. But that's a new thing I'm trying and slowly working into the channel, whereas the recaps are established. And the first 2 years I did the recaps, I would get 2,000 to 4,000 views. Now we're barely clearing 1,000. And it's a big part of it's because the team is struggling. Jordan Clarkson is from San Antonio. Oh, wow. Oh, that was nice, I do not play fantasy anything, Ridges. I retired from fantasy football 9 years ago. I was just way too obsessed with it. Way, way too obsessed. Tracy, yes. Go Spurs, go to all of you. I'm going to try to yell a little less here in the second half because my voice is getting a little hoarse and I do have to work tomorrow and I use my voice for work, so I got to be careful. Spurs, next 5 games. OKC tomorrow. Then the next, which I'm calling Thursday night, we get the Mavericks on New Year's Eve. Nope, 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 nope. Then we get the Nets. The Nets will be blacked out for me. I'll be able to do the next thing. But I guess I'll be doing both Knicks games. Great. Just don't do Memphis or 10 Minnesota games. Memphis, the Grizzlies or they played the Timberwolves already 3 times earlier this year. I think we won 1 and lost 2. Hey, sir, from the 6. Good evening to you. Hope you had a great holiday as well. Are you back? I saw you put up an NFL video, the touchdown by can't remember his name, but you put up a video over the weekend. Are you back now, or are you just going to kind of be more whatever you get the chance? You're one of the old school sports streamers, man, it's weird not seeing you live a couple times a week, but work comes first, family comes first, life comes first, whatever it is. Respect it. You do you. Separated since '06. Tati Smith, that's right. I'm doing some shorts too, my man. I feel like YouTube's kind of, I mean, TikTok is huge. I don't do TikTok, but I think you need your I've got videos I already do. Obviously, I do live streams, but I like to supplement the channel with shorts, and I'm doing my own kind of thing with shorts, where it's gonna be more of an NBA archive of stuff than more than current stuff. I might splash some current stuff in there. Okay, Oh no, I'm not gonna do a no. I'm not gonna cover the Grizzlies or Timberwolves. No, other NBA content. Maybe I misspoke. I'm not gonna cover any other teams live. I would be bored out of my mind. So no, I'm not gonna stream. I'm not gonna stream and root for one of those two teams or any others. Definitely not. They're a fighting team, Mr. Z. It's the talent and the injuries. I mean, they've had the Spurs at one point had a different starting lineup every single week, and it's hard to get cohesiveness with a young team when you have guys in and out of the lineup every other night. So hopefully in the second half of the season, all right, we're close to the second half of the season. Hopefully the rest of the season, let me say, the Spurs have this starting five the rest of the way, and then we can. And we need, you know what? We need this starting five out there. It'll get us a good evaluation of Trey Jones if he's our guy of the future. If they're going to try to keep Jakob Poeltl around, good chance for Jeremy Sohan to grow. We do have the lead. I don't get to say that much. I want to bring Selena up since you just mentioned her. There you go. Little Miss Selena Gomez rocking the Spurs from like, I don't know, 2014, 13, 14. I have to say, that girl on the left is not bad. She's a cutie over there. Selena Gomez's friend directly to Selena's right, smiling and clapping. She's a cute girl. Woman. Just saying. 76 degrees on New Year's, not here. Is she wearing a Tony Parker jersey? Is she? I never noticed. Where do you see the number? I never saw the number. How do you know that? Landway 95? Yes, Selena Gomez is still around. I don't think she's making music anymore. Eva Longoria. Oh, in the actual video, you can see the nine. Okay, Veronica. Eva Longoria was married to Tony Parker. Didn't he cheat on her or something? Or something shady happened? I forgot the whole story there. I mean, seriously. You're dating a beautiful woman that's, a celebrity, and just stop right there. You're dating a beautiful woman. That should be enough. If you're in love with, you know what? I'm not getting into my own, we'll stop. She was courtside all the time. Back when the Spurs were one of the best teams in the NBA. The good old days. So it is me, Rich of TSR Sports. If you're new here, Selena Gomez in the house holding down the couch, and you know, because I saw it at Walmart a long time ago, and for $20, I had to do it. Zach, good evening to you. Throws down the $2 super chat. Says Giants win and they're in Sunday and boo Dallas. Are we in? We play the Colts. That's very winnable. Gotta win that. Gotta win that. I don't know if they can do much damage in the playoffs. Our secondary is beat up. Our wide receivers stink. Zach, what do you think? Daniel Jones coming back next season? Saquon Barkley coming back? Or both coming back? Or neither coming back? It should be interesting in the offseason. I think they're both coming back. Barkley's shown to be, when healthy, one of the best running backs in the NFL again. And Daniel Jones, yeah, I know he doesn't have a lot of passing touchdowns this year. He's got nobody to throw to, but he's been much better in the Dable Kafka system. Yeah, boo Dallas. Best days are ahead indeed. Indeed. SmackDown #1 announcer. If anybody gets that, good for you. I know some of you will get that. I think Saquon comes back, but DJ to a new team. Ooh, Giants starting over at quarterback. That's going to be harsh. And what are we going to draft? Somewhere between, I don't know, around 18 next year. If the season ended today, you're not getting a great. Who knows? Yes, Funaki. Indeed. Selena Gomez, a Cowboys fan. That's her problem. Oh, good. Call Me Maybe's playing. I forgot who sang that. It's a young girl, right? Was that Hannah Montana? Call Me Maybe? I don't know. I don't know modern music to save my life. Look at the quarter three up. Did you hear that Dom got arrested at the house for beating up Ray, but didn't? Wait, what? What are you guys talking about? Oh, Carly Jepsen's the singer's name? Oh, well, it shows you how much I know about current, or well, it's not that current, but that song. Good evening, Asia, babe. Ow. I don't know what that was, but how you doing? Trey Jones, somebody said he was hurt in the chat. We'll find out if he doesn't come out in the second half. Man, I'm still congested. Drive me crazy. So call me maybe. Hanging tough. We're rough. Uff. Whoa. 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 Okay, that's enough of that. Hey, Last Jedi, good evening to you. She says, Hola, Ricardo. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Anyway, it's interesting when, like when you wake up in the morning, how bassy your voice is, or when you're sick, how weird it sounds. I hated New Kids on the Block too. Hated them. I at least older. Well, I still think it's not very good. I can appreciate at least there's a hook to it, I suppose. I'm drinking water. Roger Mason Jr., look at you. Carly had one of the worst first pitches at the Rays game. By the way, Last Jedi, who the hell's winning your division of football? That is like the worst. I'd like to see the Bucks lose out and have a team win with like 10 losses. But man, what that whole division? What happened? At one point, you were like one of the best divisions in the NFL. Now, like everybody just stinks. I guess Breeze retiring, Tampa Bay losing a lot of players, Atlanta being garbage after the Super Bowl loss, and then Carolina hasn't been relevant since Cam Newton's best days 4 or 5 years ago, whatever it was. We need Batman Rich. It's gonna be kind of tough to do that voice because I'm quite congested. Spurs are up by 7. We need this win. Jazz at 56. I don't know. I think Tom Brady's going to retire or jump ship if he can. He's in uber win now mode, and the Bucks are not built to win now anymore. Not at all. Third quarter about to start up. I hope my voice holds up. Jimmy Garoppolo, Joshua. I think he's a good player. He's always hurt. Pass. Hard pass. Don't want him. Tom Brady to Miami? I don't know about that. Oh, the Giants are not getting. They better not get Jimmy G. I will not be happy at all. I don't want an injury-prone player as my starting quarterback. Tom Brady to the Cowboys. Did I get an? I ate a lot this weekend, Asia. I ate very well. Thank you. At this point, don't even want to make the playoffs. Screw it, go Panthers. Wow. Jordan Clarkson drives, passes it out. Vanderbilt. Get over to Markin and now they back it out for a 3. Who took that? Malik Beasley. Malik Beasley's in the starting lineup now? What happened? Jakob a little jumper in the paint's good. They are up by 9. Jimmy G with the hearts. Come on now. You're like Veronica with Doug McDermott. Prescott for Daniel Jones. What? You guys done with Dak Prescott? You're welcome, Granada. Conley, pull-up jumper. No good. Kellen Johnson with the rebound. Ooh, looks like he may have carried a little bit there. No whistle. Okie dokie. Trey Jones is out there, by the way. Vassell, pull-up jumper. Good. Spurs up by 11. I did hear they fired their coach, Asia. You're fired! Wide open all day for 3. Beasley. No good. Another offensive rebound for the Jazz. Spurs not boxing out at all. That was Jared Vanderbilt with the offensive board. Mike Conley went out the ball. They will around to Laurie Markkinen for 3, and he gets the baseline corner 3. 67-59. I can't help he's a good-looking guy. Fair enough. Devin Vassell with the ball again. Drives. Drops it off to Trey Jones. Jones for 3. Hey, whoever put a bet on Trey Jones getting a 3, you just won. Trey Jones hits a 3. Okay, J Money. So Walker Kessler's not on the floor. That's who's missing. I got you. I'm trying to figure out who's missing for the Jazz. It's Walker Kessler. They're going smaller. Jordan Clarkson in the paint. Throws it up off the glass. No good. Won the foul. Not going to get it. Spurs on the run. Vassell into the paint. Up off the glass. No good. Proto with the putback. I think we had a foul before that. Yep, Trey Jones is in. He hit a 3-pointer. Somebody in the chat bet, I think, $63 on him hitting a 3. And won. We're going to have 2 free throws for Devin Vassell. Fouls before the shot. That's true, Last Jedi. You'll always be Last Jedi. I know that's not your channel name. You were Last Jedi to me for like 3 years. I always see you as Last Jedi. Unless you're trying to disassociate yourself with that movie. Separate yourself from the Last Jedi movie, which I can understand if you didn't like it. Wow, KBDDDDDDDD checking in for the first time for the Spurs. Adi, who's coming out with this early in the third? Is it Sohan? What the hell's going on here? It is Jeremy Sohan. You see Jeremy Sohan's like, what the hell? Wait, pull me out of the game for? Bunghole. Maybe he's in foul trouble. And he probably didn't call Papa bunghole. Well, maybe he did call Papa bunghole. Marking into the paint. Shot no good. Foul by Jakob He'll go to the line for 2. Right, Brian? We're actually up by 13 against a good team. A very good Jazz team. Carmelo. Let's Carmelo coming off the stand and go elbows David Robinson to the head. Markkinen's first free throw. Good. 72-16. Pistons were up 14 in the fourth and lost in overtime by 11. What? That's right, Veronica. KBDDDDD. I don't know where that came from, but that's what I call them now. I really don't know why. Just because, me and I'm weird. Spurs ball. Devin Vassell out to Trey Jones. Jones will almost turn the ball over. Gets the loose ball back. Jones drives baseline. Reverse layup is a dud. The ball's going to go out of bounds. And it'll be Jazz ball. So win. They're right there with us in the bottom of the NBA. By the way, if you have not hit the thumbs up, would appreciate it. Our last Spurs live stream did not get to 100 thumbs up, which would be the first Spurs live stream in years. Unfortunately, people are checking out with the team. And I tell you guys, you think I'm kidding? The Spurs fans are shrinking right now. It's like the water's cold. Devin Vassell with the steal, and then he stepped out of bounds. Even I can see that from here. Stepped right on the line. Something looks different about that turtle. I can't put my finger on it. You saying Jakob looks different? Yeah, that score is correct. Asia up by 11. Oh, actually, it's Spurs ball. What's something different about Jakob, huh? Don't see anything. Johnson pull up jumper in the paint is a little short. Clarkson tries to save the ball and ends up falling out of bounds with it. It's going to be Spurs ball, 14 on the shot clock. Keep your hands to yourself, I believe, was a late 80s song, wasn't he? All right, Andrew, good night. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Vassell gets blocked in the paint. No, no, no. Jazz on a 4-on-2 fast break. Clarkson in the paint. Layup. No good. The putback is good by Jared Vanderbilt. It's a 9-point game. Vassell, corner three. No good. Ball's going to get launched into the stands. Who the hell punched that? The Jazz? All right, Spurs ball. Jedi is getting to Jimmy. Jedi is getting married to Jimmy G. And Veronica's getting married to Dougie. Asia, I had 6 pieces of fish yesterday, so I had a lot. I ate like the little fat kid inside me was hungry, and he ate yesterday. True story. That was so nice bounce pass to Kellen Johnson. Johnson baseline reverse layup. Good. 74-63. Mike Conley way out in 3-point land. Pick and roll. Dishes it out. That 3-point attempt is no good. That was Malik Beasley for 3. Spurs ball. And Demisell with a bounce pass right into the hands of Jared Vanderbilt. Not on your team, dummy. And then Keldon Johnson deflects a steal down the other end, and that's a turnover for the Jazz. So back-to-back turnovers. They get the ball down to KJ. He gets the reverse layup. That's the biggest lead of the game for the Spurs, 76-63. Crab considered meat? No, it's fish. I can eat it, Zach, as a pescatarian. Not a dumb question. People ask all the time about my diet. Jordan Clarkson takes the shot, misses a shot, gets fouled going to the line. Hope everybody had a wonderful holiday. And by the way, please don't. I don't want to sound like I'm complaining with views going down. It's more disappointing as a fan to see people checking out on the team. As a content creator, it sucks as well. But I'm still thankful. You know, I could be streaming and having 5 viewers right now. So been there, done that back in the day. So very thankful I'm not there. Clarkson's first free throw is no good. WWE is, I would call it sports entertainment. Oh, Houston Oilers, good evening to you. I was in Texas for 5 days, back in Connecticut, though. Why did everything just freeze up? Oh, wow. I don't know what just happened. I just froze up for like, 5 seconds? Sorry about that. What happened? Got no idea. I thought my stream froze. I looked over. I'm like, I'm not moving. Clarkson's second free throw was good. Spurs up by 11. Our third free throw. When do you go? Was he at the line for 3? I think it was. It is Spurs ball. Jakob Poeltl out in 3-point land. Not going to take the 3. Instead, Trey Jones now has the ball. There's 7 on the shot clock. Trey Jones pick and roll. Drives, runner off the glass, no good. Malik Beasley with the rebound. Jazz are on the run down the other way, running the break. Clarkson fakes 3, gets into the paint, takes an alley-oop. Looks like he's going to shoot. It's an alley-oop to Walker Kessler. Yeah, Pop's going to call a timeout. The Spurs up 76-67. Zach, I don't think we're going to make the play-in. We are so far behind. How many games are we out of the play-in right now? Besides a lot. I might check the standings right now. I mean, it would take some of the other teams losing a lot of games. And all right, so the Spurs are 10-22. The number 10 seed, which is the Golden State Warriors are number 10, are 16-18. We are 5 games behind them. 5 might not sound like a lot, but it really is, and that's just for a play-in spot. I'm surprised Golden State is. Damn. Golden State is 13-2 at home, 3-16 away. Even we're better away. We're 5-10. Wow. The defending NBA champs are are chumps right now. That's crazy. Anything's possible, but the way they're playing, Not likely. We'll see. Keep Primo. He's already off the team. I've heard a little about the Hawks drama, Bunny. Uh, Very interesting that DeJounte Murray went there to play with Trey Young, and now I've heard a little drama. Maybe Trey Young wants out. Damn. Houston, the Spurs are playing to win. It's just the wins aren't coming along. Probably Joshua, probably. Yeah, Jay Money, there you go. I was just saying, Trey Young sounds like he wants to leave the Hawks. If you're DeJounte Murray, you got to be like, wait, what? I just came here to play with you. Now you're piecing out. Need to take out Vassell. Brandon was having a better game than him, and it feels weird saying that, but maybe Malachi comes in. He was a huge offensive spark plug for us in the first half. Maybe Pop will make the change here in the third quarter. We are up by 9, though. I mean, it's not like the Spurs are playing bad. Gift shopping for me. Let me see. How many Trey Turner? Am I happy for you? Sure. Should I be? Sure. I bought how many Christmas gifts did I have to buy this year? Zero. Bought zero. Pretty much don't have any family left up this way or at all. So I mean it made it very easy. 4 p.m. here on a Tuesday. Doug likes corn on the cob. What? Where is that coming from? Why are we talking about corn on the cob? So baseline jumper is no good. Kellen dives for the loose ball, gets it to KBD. The ball's going to end up going out of bounds, and it will be Jazz ball down 76 to 67. Vassell's a plus 19. And age, I did not hear that. Oh, all right, Spurs a moment. It's going to be Jazz ball. See if the Spurs can get a surprise win. And we got a back-to-back tomorrow. So if I had to pick between tonight and tomorrow winning, I'd rather pick tonight because, well, A, I'm streaming this game, but I have a friend that's a Jazz fan. That's a mile-long three for Malik Beasley. No good. Spurs ball, wide open for three, Devin Vassell. He'll take the three. He will make the three. There you go, Devin. Streaky shooters. Shooters got to shoot. Spurs shooting 42% from beyond the arc tonight. They normally shoot 34%. Beasley runner off the glass, and the Jazz just 69 to our San Antonio Spurs. Definitely do not give up. Don't you ever give up. Jakob, layup in the paint, good. He drove and it's in there. Jakob does seem to be less involved offensively lately. A little less. I don't know. Clarkson for three. Nope. Jakob with the rebound. Again to Trey Jones. Jones brings it up the court. Jones sprints into the paint. Layup. Good. Biggest lead of the night for the Spurs. That's 14 points. Jakob P is playing Cesar Gomez. It is Jazz ball right now. 10 on the shot clock. Mike Conley, three. In and out. Ooh, that one halfway in and rolled right back out. Down the other end, KB Dean gets fouled. All right, this is interesting. Spurs up by 14. Not what I would have expected at this point in the game. I do too, Boudet. I have a feeling Jakob Pearl's going to get traded before the All-Star break. They could also shock me and keep him. KBD's first free throws. No good. I had a great weekend, Brian. Thank you. 3 days off. Got to spend time with family yesterday. Got some good Xboxing in, hang out with friends, did some stuff around the house that needed to be done. Pirtle is smooth. Chaz drank too much eggnog. KBD's second free throw was good. Spurs up by 15. Drive the stinking ball. Are you doing it, Veronica? Sweet. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. Jakob, what up? No. Spurs on a fast break. And they muffed it. Still have the ball. Kellner with the ball right now. The Jeremy Sohan baseline. Thunder dunk of Sohan. 17-point game. Timeout. Utah Jazz. Red Sox suck. Can't stand the Red Sox. I'm a Yankees fan. Come on. Apparently a Yankees fan since I was 3 years old. Asia, I know you're a Yankees fan. I don't know if you saw what I put in the community notes, but I put a picture of a little 3-year-old TSR with Lou Piniella, former New York Yankee player and manager. Wait, if they trade Pearl, you hope it's for Anthony Davis? Oh, hell no. The Bulls are a mess this year, Asia. The Bulls are a disaster. I don't know what happened to them. Is Zach LaVine out? The Bulls are just a total train wreck. You don't mess with the Sohan. That's right. You don't mess with the Sohan. You did say it. Okay. I can't remember who commented or not. I do remember saying you saw it. My bad. James Wiseman one up for Jakob Poeltl or Jakob Poeltl for James Wiseman and some picks. By the way, he gets with Atlanta being in disarray right now, we're getting a lot of their draft picks over the next few years. Can you imagine if that whole DeJounte Trae Young thing blows up and one or both leave and the Hawks suck for the next few years? They are protected, I think, but I don't know how protected they are. Okay, Gilmero. I got you. Hi from Italy. Oh, good evening. I was going to say, Carlos, what are you doing in Italy? And what the hell time is it over there? Still congested. Much better, but still clogged up. I guess you guys didn't hear that. You probably can tell anyway. The Hawks are always training John Collins. Has that happened yet? If we get a pick and a contract on the way, yeah, I would agree, Joshua. Is that on the rumor mill again? Because I did a video on that a while ago. People said I was nuts, but I think I've seen some news articles coming up again and again about the Warriors possibly trading for Jakob Poeltl. I have a sell under 24.5. He's at 24 exactly. Then you should be okay if you want him to be over. 86-69, 436 436 to go in the third quarter. The announcers are saying that somebody on the Spurs just had a carry and or double dribble, and it was a non-call. Well, we have some calls going for us for once. What the heck? Joshua, I can only imagine. And that's something I thought of too. Like if the Spurs were to get a Victor Wembanyama, you got to think he's going to be talking to David Robinson and Tim Duncan at times and getting some legendary advice. Malachi Branham's at the line for a tee. Makes a technical shot. I think that was on the Jazz coach. Yeah, it was. Whose ball is it? I don't know why I'm thinking that out loud. I think it's Jazz ball. Jazz ball. Jake from State Farm, welcome to the chat. The Spurs are up by 18 in life. You got it. And we're going to have a foul away from the ball. Jordan Clarkson literally knocked out of his shoes, lost one of his shoes. That foul was on KBD with the foul. Clarkson throwing on his bright red and yellow shoes. Looks like the Flash out there. Right, Carlos? Finally, the San Antonio Spurs have a lead. A big lead in the game. But it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Got to close this thing out. Mike Conley out in three-point land. Drives by Malcolm Branham. Bounce pass to Walker Kessler. Kessler gets blocked by Zach Collins. Oh, late whistle. We're going to have a foul on Zach Collins and 2 shots coming up for Walker Kessler. That originally looked like it was going to be a clean block, but the whistle came in a little later than expected. Oh, well. The Bulls did lose to the Rockets. Wow. How you doing? Kessler's first free throw is good. And the Jazz are no longer stuck on 69. Well, probably for the last time on stream because I'll be putting this away tomorrow. My special co-host this winter, best announced team in all of basketball: Selena Gomez, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and TSR Sports. Doesn't get any better than that. Well, and Grogu. I don't forget Grogu. This is a heck of an announced team, I'll tell you. There we go. Nose itchy. Sorry. It could, Joe. How can you lose at Rudolph? All right, that's. Oh, he missed the second free throw. Rudy Gay with the rebound. We have a jump ball. He did have a very shiny nose. I showed my buddy for the first time. I only showed him the first 5 minutes because I just showed it off with so vulgar, but vulgar. He never saw Rudolph the five-legged reindeer, and it's not for kids. So really, do not. If you are a young viewer, you didn't hear it here. It is. Your parents catch you watching it, you're going to be in a hell of a lot of trouble. It's extremely offensive. I remember seeing it eons ago. That three-pointer is no good by the Jazz. You get the offensive rebound. Rudy Gay now for three and no good. And Stanley Johnson with the rebound. You heard me, Veronica. You heard me. I watched it with some friends and ex-girlfriend, and we were all drinking, and it's disgusting and offensive. Brandon for three. Good. 90-70. Spurs up by 20. Malachi Brandon with a career high 15. Jordan Clarkson in the paint. Little pull-up jumper is good. Phenomenon Hoops, good evening to you. Jazz are in the bonus. Brandon looking to get it to fellow rookie who's selling and can't get into him. They have it Stanley Johnson instead. Johnson pull-up jumper. It's going to be back iron, no good. Jazz ball. Oh, well, Veronica, if you look it up and watch it, let me know what you think. But it's rough. I had to turn it off. There's a scene I forgot, and I was like, you know what? I'm good. I've watched this once. Brandon for three again. That one's a little off the mark. Lauri Markkanen with the rebound. Jimmy Garoppolo, I think, is like 32, Carlos. 31-32. Wow, that is a very long three by Colin Sexton. Cut the lead to 15 with 2.5 minutes to go. Keldon Johnson with the ball right now. Looking for a pick and roll, doesn't get it, kicks it out to Brandon. He's going to launch another three, no good. Brandon getting a little too trigger happy out there, maybe. Clarkson down the other one. Gets fouled by Kelman. He's going to get an and one, and now the Jazz have cut this 20-point lead right down to 13. No eggnog. I had zero eggnog this year. Zero. Zero egg. Zero nog. I blew it. I blew it. I suppose I could get it on sale at grocery stores now, right? Half off? I don't know. Clarkson going for the three-point play. Free throw is good. 12-point game. Jazz are on an 8-0 run in the last minute and 20 seconds. Spurs looking to stop the hemorrhaging. Namasel, a little pink and roll with Zach Collins. Gets the pick, gets the roll into the paint. Back to Collins. The runner is good. Yeah, stop launching the threes too, Brian. Brandon was getting a little too happy out there. And now a turnover by Jordan Clarkson. Spurs ball. Stanley Johnson on the run. Gets it up the court into the paint. And turns the ball over. Terrible. Walker Kessler with the dunk on the fast break for the Jazz. Yeah, slow it down, young guys. Slow it down. Gotta treat basketball like sex. Slow it down. Remember, it's important how you finish. I don't know what I'm talking about. Damasceno with the jumper good. 94-80, a minute and 15 to go in the third quarter. Colin Sexton crosses over Jeremy Sun, then passes it out to Walker. Walker with the jumper, no good. Alexander Walker, excuse me. There's a Walker Kessler on the team, so I probably should differentiate myself between the two. 94-80, under a minute to go in the third quarter for your San Antonio Spurs. Vassell, off-balance jumper is no good. The putback is good. I'm not sure if Sohan or Collins hit that. Sohan, who you don't mess with. Because I can, sir, from the 6. Because I can. And that's what I do. That jumper is no good by Colin Sexton. Hey, speaking of sex, Colin Sexton in the house. Spurs ball. No 2 for 1 here. There is about 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Vassell standing on the number 50 logo. 6 on the shot clock, looking for pick and roll. Zach Collins gets the pick, gets the roll. Off into the paint, pull-up jumper, very short. And the Jazz will have the last shot of the third quarter, 96-80. Clarkson drives, paint, no good. And a late whistle with .4 on the clock as Clarkson got whacked. Phil, I don't know. AKA Jake from State Farm. This team is so inconsistent. Right? Well, I mean, the Spurs started off the season 5-2, and then they probably lost 11 games in a row. They're showing the Jordan Clarkson foul over and over and over. We get it. 2 free throws for Jordan Clarkson. First free throw, good. Spurs will have a double-digit lead going into the fourth. Something I don't get to say often. Asia, glad to hear that. Clarkson's second free throw is good. Fortunately, got bad news on Christmas Day, not for me personally, but a close friend that lives in Virginia. His son has been just had health issues since being born in February. And if anybody does the praying thing, certainly could use some prayers. He had a massive stroke on Christmas. He apparently had brain damage, and the little guy's 10 months old, and it's just been struggling just on a monthly basis to live. And now this, and I don't like saying it, I don't think this is going to end well. Brain damage at 10 months is not good. So, yeah. We'll go to the fourth quarter. And the Spurs are up by 14. Dog Sheen, good evening. Who's Lola? Thank you, Joe. Sir Carly, you do have a child? I didn't want to get personal, but somebody's mentioning a child. I couldn't remember if you had kids or a kid or not. I gotta say, at my point in my life, at being 45, I'm really wishing I settled down. I never met the right person to have a child with, and yes, I'm a guy and I can still have kids. I don't want to have a newborn at like 46 or 47. I mean, I wouldn't have the energy for one, as much energy as I have, but two, I just don't. For me personally, I don't think it'd be fair to them. I still have to meet somebody with a kid or kids. Yes, sir from the 6 is in the chat. Oh, he's got a dog named Lola. Ah, okay. One teen, okay. Older. I got nothing. This is the closest thing I have to a kid. Right here. That's my baby. That's all I got. Thank you, Carlos. Are we the greatest YouTubers ever? Lola's not named after the song by the Kinks. Is she? Lola. L-O-L-A. Oh, L-O-L-A. Yo, I have freaking Yoda in my head by Weirdo Yankovic. Yoda. Y-O-D-A. Yoda. Yo, 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 Yoda. No, okay. We are in a commercial break, and the Spurs are up by 14. Spurs have 4 games this week. I'll only be able to call 2 of them. They play tomorrow night. I don't like doing back-to-backs anymore because I generally lose my voice. Being a singer and doing this really does a number on your voice, so I need to protect it as much as I can. I will be doing the next game on Thursday, I think they play. And that's the bucket to open up the fourth quarter. I didn't even see a shot that. I was thinking about my schedule. I know they play on New Year's Eve. I am not calling that game. I know that for sure. Nor am I probably watching that game. It is Jazz ball, and that's a runner and miss by Colin Sexton as he gets into the paint. Spurs on a fast break. Devin Vassell thinks, thought he thought about a 3 instead. Gets it to Doug McDermott. McDermott in the paint, layup good. The Spurs have hit the century mark. Ooh, Jedi putting the warning symbol out. Defense chants loud from the 487 fans at the AT&T Center tonight. Rudy Gay will get into Lauri Markkanen, and Markkanen one-on-one with Jeremy. You don't mess with the Sohan. Starts to drive on him. Gets into the paint. Throws it up over the rim. We have a whistle, and Markkanen going to line for 2. Baseball cards are in the chat. Unfortunately, I collected baseball cards the worst time in the hobby. 88, 89, 1990. All those Topps cards and Donruss and Fleer from that era are worth nothing. Oh, boy. Are we close to 100 thumbs up? We did not hit our 100 thumbs up in the last stream. I would love to hit 100 again tonight if we can. Looks like that. Fast, free, fun, nutritious, and delicious. It does help the channel. And as always, go Spurs, go! It does suck. I'm more of a comic book guy, though, baseball cards, and luckily I did collect a lot of that when the hobby was down, and that hobby's very much up. Urban Wild, good evening to you. Trey Jones drives, runner off the glass, no good. Rudy Gay with the big old Rudy Gay rebound. And it is Jazz ball pushing the pace. Walker Kessler in the paint, misses the shot, gets his own miss. And finally, we're going to have a foul. Can we beat a team that gives us their best game? I don't know. I don't know what to make out of this Spurs team. And everybody's healthy for the first time. There's no San Antonio Spurs on the injury report. Walker Kessler is going to be at the line for 2, by the way. No Spurs on the injury report. Not even Blake Wesley. Everybody's good to go. Kessler misses the first free throw. Baseball card, what? 1 is 120? I don't know what you mean. 1 is 120. 1 is 120. I got nothing. Next second free throw. 15-point game. 10.5 minutes of change left. Yasirski, which one? Blake Wesley did not play tonight, Brian. He is not injured. Oh, okay. I got your baseball cards. And now a turnover by the Spurs. Jazz have a fast break. And Alexander Walker with the bucket in the paint. 100 to 87. Spurs lead 13 with a little over 10 minutes to go. This would be, I would think, a surprise victory if the Spurs pull this off. I don't think too many people have the Jazz losing to the Spurs. McDermott into the paint. Layup no good. Fouled. See if that's before the shot. The first one versus the Patriots. Oh, geez. I went nuts. I mean, just a perfect storm. You have the 18-0 Patriots trying to be the first 19-0 team in NFL history. The underdog Giants. You got the helmet catch in the game. You got the Eli touchdown to Plaxico at the end of the game. Dougie is at the line for 2, by the way. 2 shots! But also, I watched it in New England with a bunch of friends that were Patriots fans. And I wasn't even supposed to be there. I made a joke I was coming up for the Super Bowl. A friend of mine told everybody I was coming up for the Super Bowl. So then I ended up coming up for the Super Bowl. And the Giants beat the Patriots. Super Bowl 42 is my favorite Super Bowl win by the Giants of all time. Just that fourth quarter was amazing. And just to be such a massive underdog and pull it off. Which in part was because the Giants played them hard in Week 17. Markkanen in the paint, misses the shot. Gets fouled. 2 more free throws for the Jazz. Malachi has been solid, Christoph. He has. No, he can't stop fouling Alex. We're just gonna keep the Jazz in the game via the free throw line, apparently. Jimmy Garoppolo. People keep asking if I want him on the Giants. I say no. He's hurt too much. Markkinen's first free throw's good. Jazz January schedule upcoming. Wait, no. What is this? That's not like their next 5 games though. What? I don't know. Whatever. Jimmy GQ. Good player. Injury prone. Could be turnover prone at times too. 13-point game. Under 10 minutes to go for the San Antonio Spurs versus the Utah Jazz. Devin Vassell with ball right now for the Spurs out 3-point land. 12 on the shot clock. 1-on-1 with Markin. Just pulls up for 3. Nope. I don't know if I like that shot. Jakob Poeltl with the offensive board. Spurs offense will reset to get it back to Devin Vassell. Vassell over to Jeremy Sohan. Sohan going to drive and almost turn the ball over. And now we're going to have a foul. That's going to go into Dunn. Another foul on the Spurs. Damn it. Zach Collins, 5 fouls again. Shut the front door. Seriously? He's like averaging 5 fouls a game in the last 3 weeks. I don't have a lot of Funko Pops. I think I have like 2. They're cool. They're unique. Nice little niche they have. I just don't. I don't buy them. Zach's a Lego maniac. I remember that. Zach Collins is out. Jakob Poeltl back in for the Spurs. It is Jazz ball into the paint, and the layup is good by Jared Vanderbilt. It's an 11-point game. This game is far from over. Bathing little goat. A bathing little goat. I just read. Okay, bathing little goat. He might. Just hasn't done it yet. Took me a while to get your name. I'm sorry. Vassell drives in the paint, throws up a high layup, no good. Spurs are letting the Jazz right back into this game. Colin Sexton drives in the paint, dish it off, and that's a little jumper by Vanderbilt, and it's under 10 points. The Jazz have cut this lead to 9. Wait, what just happened? Put the score on the wrong side. The Jazz have cut this lead to 9. 103. I'm sorry. Jeez, I can't read apparently either. 102.93. I better just go to bed after this game. Super Gabriel, I don't know, man. This Jazz team's not going away. They're fighting, man. They're fighting, and now a 9-point game. Yeah, Brian, it does feel like that. We do blow a lot of leads. I'm not. I can't. I can't argue that. Too many leads. It's one of the reasons where you have more losses than wins. Ah, Eli Manning, Peyton Manning commercial. Those guys are just comedy gold. There's a whole separate conversation I think going on in the chat. I'm not aware of what's going on. Charisma, good evening to you. Vamos escuelas vamos, by the way. I don't like these. I've said this before. The NBA League Pass now does timed commercials. Sir Cardinal, do you use the NBA League Pass? Have you noticed these like I don't know if you're still watching the NBA much with your work schedule, but they have like 2 minute set breaks now, and sometimes the commercial breaks run long. And when the game comes back, you've already missed something, which I find unacceptable. To miss 5 seconds, 10 seconds, anything out of live game action is just not good. Zach with $2 super chat says Tyrod in 2017 has eerily similar stats as DJ in 22. Does he? Oh, are they spur of the moment? I would have to look that up. I believe it though. Neither quarterback throws for a ton of touchdowns, Zach. I just saw the trailer from the movie Megan tonight. So yes, I did see it. They showed it. You do have the league pass, okay. I mean, I'm glad the league pass was cheaper this year, much cheaper. But it seems like with the lower price, more problems came with it. Guess you get what you pay for, right? Oh, I didn't see the kiss cam. Oh wait, no, I do see the kiss cam. Never mind. They just laid a stat. The Spurs are the worst team in the NBA fourth quarter point differential, minus 154. We've been outscored by 154 points in the fourth quarter of the season so far. Oh my Atlanta. Wow, we suck in the fourth quarter. Wow, we suck and blow. Kellen gets in the paint, throws it high out the glass, no good. And then the Jazz will lose the ball out of bounds. It's going to stay Spurs ball. Jared Williams, the real Jared Williams. Good evening. Spurs have no field goals in the last 3 minutes and 8 seconds. Nice. The key to winning basketball games is not outscoring your opponent, that's for sure. Putting the ball in the hoop, way overrated. Jakob Poeltl in the paint, throws it up a little off the glass, and that's good. Finally, we got a bucket. Yes, the real well, there's fake Jared Williams. Jared Williams. There's the imposter that comes in here has like 8 million different Jared Williams channels because we removed all of them from the chat. Marketing for three, no good. Jakob with the rebound and gets hit from behind by Vanderbilt. That foul's going to go into Jazz. Yes, Brizzy, I do think the Spurs will win 20. Kenneth, there's no tanking here tonight. No tank. Tyrod Taylor, 14 touchdowns, 4 pickles, 2,800 yards. DJ, 13 touchdowns, 500. Yeah. And DJ can run and Tyrod can run. Zach, are the running stats similar? Ricardo, they've had issues all year with that. Except for a few select games. I think they've also had just issues being competitive at times. Jakob with the the pass to Doug McDermott going baseline back door. And it's back up to 13. 7.5 minutes to go. Come on. Colin Sexton fouled that he's driving to the rim. They're counting that. Wow, I thought he got fouled way before the shot. And one. That's right. Well, whatever. Sexton can cut the lead to 10. And the Jazz are in the bonus and have been in the bonus for a while already. I don't like it when teams are in the bonus this early, even if it's mine, because you know what that means? A ton of free throws. I don't like watching a free throw fest, nor do I like calling a free throw fest on this channel for obvious reasons. $106.96. I've never been to Canada. I should go see the Spurs and Raptors up in Toronto. How far is that from Connecticut? 5-hour drive? I don't know. McDermott for three, no good. Jakob with a putback. And Jakob has been pretty solid in this fourth quarter for the Spurs. The Nets have been looking good. Poeltl with 15 points. He's 6 of 6 from the field. And now another block. I think that was Jakob with the block as I was looking at the chat. Spurs ball up by 12. Jakob in the paint. A little bit of crossover. Fouled. Going to the line for two. 2 shots. February. February's going to be crappy weather. But I'm sure tickets will be readily available. I don't think too many fans of Canada are going to care the Spurs. I should look and see how far. I should look and also go in and see the Spurs in Boston or New Jersey. First free throw's no good. Trying to think. I see. The thing is, I don't have a passport. Shoot, you need a passport to get into Canada. Damn it. Yeah, I know. I don't have a passport. Whatever. Jakob's second free throw is good. I've never left the country unless you count Hawaii, which you should because it's freaking far away. No, don't keep fouling Jakob. No hack a yak. Beasley, step back three over Jakob. That's no good. Man, the Spurs can't rebound, but thankfully the Torrin Tucker loses the rebound. It's Spurs ball. I didn't realize Torrin Tucker checked in. Brandon drives to the paint, throws it up off the glass. No good. Foul going to the line for two. Hawaii is a state, but it's not in the continental United States, Jared. It's 6 hours away from California. It's closer to Tokyo than it is the United States. I just stubbed my toe and I hate my bed now. And Lakers stink, Daniel. Brandon's first free throw is good. I don't know what's wrong with the Lakers. Carlos, you're a Lakers fan. Is it they're too old? Too fragile? Both? I don't know. Nah, no politics. No T word or B word in here. Come on now. Brandon's second free throw is good. Spurs are back up by 15. Spurs bench with 42. All right, you can time that person out. He doesn't get it. Thank you, Jared. Oh, as I looked at the timeout, Conley with a quick three. 111.99. Utah 10 for 38 from three. 38. Wow. They're just chucking threes up. Branham's going to drive, throws it up off the glass, and it's going to bounce around. Malachi Branham, very aggressive tonight. Kid's playing with confidence. He's got, what, 18 points? Career high? I like it. We brought him as a three-level scorer, and he's showing us that now. Lauri Markkanen drives on Doug McDermott. Doug, no chance. Foul. Dougie not known for his defense. Speaking about Cardinals, I miss Joshua Primo. Ricardo, I don't miss him per se, but I really wish things didn't turn out the way they did. Juan Lorardo, Jazz fan, thank you for stopping in. Markkanen, free throw good. And the Jazz just hit the century mark. Jeremy Sohan is checking in for Doug McDermott. Spurs probably need a little more defense. Doug McDermott, not known for his defensive abilities. Let's leave it there at that. Thank you, Tracy. Go Spurs, go team. Markkanen. Next free throw is good. 12-point game. But you know what? I'm fine with exchanging buckets. 5.5 minutes to go. The Jazz are in the bonus. They've been in the bonus since like the 9-minute mark. Absolutely ridiculous. Brandon with the ball right now. Pick and roll with Zach Collins. Another pick and roll. Back to Kelvin Johnson. 7 on the shot clock. Johnson going to drive in the paint. Spins around. And throws the ball away. I think that was deflected by a Jazz player. Ooh. This is going to come down to the wire, I think. Even though we're up by 12, just Spurs being the Spurs. There's only 4 seconds on the shot clock. They'll get into Vassell. Baseline jumper is no good. And it's Jazz ball. And a wide open Lauri Markkanen is just standing under the rim for a dunk. We got a 10-point game. 5 minutes remain. I just heard Markkanen's working on I guess he's got 30. Me too, Asia. He's one of the goats of live streaming. Brandon jumper rolls around, no good. Zach Collins with the rebound. 12 on the shot clock. We'll get it to Devin Vassell. Gets it back to Zach Collins. Collins spins around in the paint. Layup is good. Nice job by Zach Collins scoring. Darius Garland had 46 tonight for the Cavs. Wow. Solid game. Jordan Clarkson drives, throws it up off the glass. Good. Smoke him if you got him. You know, because why not? Appreciate everybody hanging out tonight. We got to 100 thumbs up. Always nice. Thank you. It is Spurs ball. 115-105. 4 minutes to go in the game. Devin Vassell, 1-on-1 with Lauri Markkanen. Drives, stops, pops, long two. I think Devin Vassell is going to be our go-to guy at the end of the game. Oh, yeah, this is Malachi's best game, Guillermo. Career high, at least. Jordan Clarkson with the ball again. Drives into the paint. Drives right back out of the paint. Drives right back into the paint. Turnaround jumper over Zach Collins is an air ball. Big size mismatch between Jordan Clarkson and Zach Collins. Collins is gone by about, what, 9 or 10 inches? Devin Vassell with the ball right now. 3.5 minutes to go. Spurs up 117-105. Vassell drives into the paint. Stops, backs up, and then drives again and gets the layup. And the Spurs are up by 14. Both teams in the bonus. Mike Conley drives into the paint, throws it up, no good. Fight for the rebound. Clarkson gets the ball. Clarkson with the putback. Clarkson having a pretty strong fourth quarter. Problem is the Jazz are running out of time. 119-107, 2:50 to go in the game. Malachi Brandon out in 3-point land. I wonder if Brandon's going to start being the closer over Trey Jones. I can't imagine that being the case. Collins in the paint, throws it up off the glass. It's good. And the Jazz are just exchanging buckets with the Spurs. If they keep doing that, they're just going to run out of time. Clarkson dishes it out. Beasley for three. Good. 11-point game. Spurs fans, thank you for being here tonight. Jazz fans, thank you for being here. If you are a Spurs fan, make sure to subscribe button. I'm obviously a huge Spurs fan, but also if you're an NBA fan, I've started adding other NBA videos to the channel. I have a little TSR Jams section on the playlist, a playlist called TSR Jams, which is maybe classic moments in the NBA or just things that caught my eye that I want to share with you all. I'll be doing a lot of draft videos starting next year. And we have a timeout. A little over 2 minutes to go. The Spurs are up 120 to 110. That's all I got to say right there. You can't remember the last time the Spurs scored 121? Can't be that long ago. That had to have happened this month. Homer, I'll tell you what, the team that scores the most points, probably going to win the game. That's my prediction. My prediction, bam. But I really do want to do more NBA content on the channel. The TSR Jams, NBA prospects. I'm not doing a lot of NBA prospect videos right now, but I figure starting next year with the draft being, well, next year, certainly hit it up then. Sir Carr, I can't wait to get working out again. I was in, good shape up until May. Then I had a medical injury where a prescription drug just took me out. I literally went from slam dunking a basketball on a Saturday to not being able to walk on a Monday. It totally destroyed my tendons, and I didn't really do anything for 3 months, and it's been a slow recovery. So, the old New Year's resolution: get back in shape. Carlos Jeter with the $5 super chat, my man. He says, "Thank you for you, Ben. Thank you for being you, Rich, and thank you for what you do for real. Go, GSP, George St. Pierre, or is that what you go Spurs go? Because GSP is George St. Pierre in the UFC, who I'm a fan of. So. Spurs games, Anthony, I don't really cover for games. It's only going to be Spurs live streams, but I do want to start loading up this channel with more NBA content. The TSR Jams playlist, which I have a video going up tomorrow, a classic moment in the NBA or infamous moment. I'll have that up. I want to do at least 2 of those a week in the off season, maybe 3 a week. But I just think it's I think for the channel to really grow, at least right now, I have to branch out into the NBA more with college prospects, with draft coverage next year, things of that nature. And if the Spurs do get a huge pick, like a Scoot Henderson or the big one, Victor Wembanyama, then the channel will certainly grow from that as well. Coming back from, go Spurs go. Okay, I wasn't trying to troll you, Carlos. I appreciate the super chat. It's just I saw GSP. I'm like, that's George St. Pierre. GSP, one of the greatest of all time in the UFC. Maybe he knows I'm a fan. $121, $110. Anthony. This makes sense. You're welcome. That's right. You were asking earlier. I'm sorry. I'm tired. Clearly. We ain't getting a huge pick with nights like tonight. Yeah, but if we also find ways to lose 3 games in a row, 5 games in a row, 10 games in a row. Zach Collins is at the line for 2. 2 shots. He missed the first one though. Second free throw. He missed them both. Sugar pops. My day was great, Jared. Off from work today, which is always nice. Not looking forward to going back tomorrow at all. Markkanen, quick 3 gets fouled. Fouled by you don't mess with the Sohan. You cannot foul 3-point shooter. Well, you can. You shouldn't. Dang. That's going to be not 1, not 2, but 3 free throws for the Utah Jazz. Lauri Markkanen. Who the Jazz are 20. Both teams are taking 32 free throws tonight. Way too many free throws. Foul fest. Don't like it. Not a fan. Not a fan. Under 2 minutes to go. Markkanen. Second free throw. Good. Single digits. It is, Jared. I hate millions of free throws. The games are longer, which makes the streams longer, and it just it's a free throw. 3 for 3. 8-point game coming down the wire. Spurs will get the ball in Jeremy Sohan sprinting up the court. And will now take off, gets into the paint, throws it up, and gets rejected by Markkanen. That was a big play by Markkanen. Jazz on a fast break. Clarkson for 3. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. A huge block by Markkanen. In transition, Jordan Clarkson nails a monster 3. A minute and a half to go. The Jazz are on a 9-0 run in the last 52 seconds. Spurs need a bucket or they will suck it and blow this game. Vassell for 3. Nope. We're going to have a foul, and Zach Collins is going to foul out. Push off. 6. He fouled out again. Zach Collins seriously cannot stop fouling out in December. Wow. Trey Jones, Jakob Pro coming back in. Zach Collins, 10 rebounds and 10 points and 7 rebounds. Made all his shots, 4 of 4. But man, this dude can't stop fouling out. Jordan Clarkson's at the line, by the way, on that foul. Kevin Durant's in the chat. What's up, KD? Sorry, that's not Jordan Clarkson. That's Vanderbilt. I saw a dread and thought it was. It's not. I'm sorry. You missed the first one. I'm sorry. Wow, what? Get with it, Rich. Second free throw was good. I was ahead of my time. 121, 117, as I'm all sorts of confused at the end of the game. 121, 117. A minute 15 to go. Trey Jones gets it over to Devasell. Devasell on 3-point land. Vassell just going to pull up mid-range jumper. Nope. Minute to go. Jeez. Beasley for 3. In and out. Oh, that thing went in and rattled around the rim and popped back out. Spurs got a little lucky, a lot lucky there. That could easily be 121 to 120. 45 seconds to go. 10 on the shot clock. Trey Jones standing on the Spurs logo. Asks for the pick and roll with Jakob Poeltl. No pick, no roll. He's got Markkanen on him, though. Trey Jones drives. The runner is in. Bounces off the rim, goes straight up and in. Huge shot by Trey Jones and gives the Spurs a 6-point lead. Woo! Wow. That Beasley's 3. In all seriousness, if this is the rim, it's going to look sexual. That ball went in and rattled around the rim, popped out. I thought for sure that was going in, but just the tip went in. Just the tip is not enough. That might be game, Mr. Z, but I don't know. I've seen Reggie Miller score 8 points in 9 seconds, so I don't know. Anything's possible. I'm not calling it a win until there's 0 on this game clock. No, not sexual at all. Right, Jared? Not even the slightest. I'm tapped. Coyote getting the crowd all riled up. And if you ain't down with the Spurs being up by 6, well, a boop, a boop. That's right. That's how we roll here. The NFL's going to be on YouTube? What? Yes, just the tip. I had a character his weapon in Dungeons and Dragons was just a tip. The character, he was a gnome. His name was Tiny Dribbling. Tiny Dribbling. He was from the northern land of Macaque, and he was just a tip. That's a real town, Macaque. Makoch. Come on. Clarkson for three. Oh my goodness! He made it! That's a three. Man, if that Beasley three goes in, we're tied. Trey Jones with the ball right now. 6 second differential between shot clock and 6 or 7 differential. Trey Jones asking for a pick and roll, not going to get it. Jones 1-on-1 with Beasley, 5 on the shot clock. Jones takes off, gets into the paint. Jones throws it up off the go. In! Huge! Trey Jones in the fourth quarter now being the go-to guy. 2. Matt, wow. Trey Jones, I didn't know you had this in you. Breaks down the Jazz defense, gets in the paint, throws the layup up high off the glass and in. Wow. I am. Yes, next to bend over. Dibman right there. What do you mean a garbage win, Joshua? Come on now. Game's not over, but that could be the dagger, Jazz fans and Spurs fans. Appreciate everybody coming out tonight, by the way. This is the first San Antonio Spurs channel. However, I'm putting more and more NBA content up, putting up little NBA highlights and NBA shorts about 2 times a week. We're doing a lot of draft coverage, so if that sounds fun, and of course, if you're a Spurs fan, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you hit the like, I would appreciate it as well. I'm shocked at Trey Jones, Kenneth, in this fourth quarter. I'm happy for him because I've been critical of him at times, saying I'm not sure if he's our starting point guard of the future, but I love seeing players prove me wrong. And if he's going to be our guy to take over the game at the end of games, oh, but by all means, go for it. 125 to 120, 7.5 seconds to go. Both teams in the bonus. Jazz will be inbounding the ball from the half court set. Beasley will get the ball in. Try to. Get into Markkanen. Markkanen, quick three. No good. Fight for the ball. The ball's going to go out of bounds. Why is my clock moving? There's 2 seconds left on the clock. My apologies. 125, 120. It's Jazz ball. They're down by 5, though. So you need a 5-point play in the. You need a quick three, and then a quick foul, and then another quick score. And again, an alley-oop dunk to Markkanen. No time came off the clock. They're going to get it into. Spurs get the ball in an immediate foul. So there's 1 second on the clock. We have 2 free throws coming. 2 shots. I didn't even see who's shooting that for the Spurs. That was so quick. It's either Kelman Johnson or Malachi Branham. I didn't see who got the inbound pass. I think it's Kelman going in the line. No, it's Devin. Devin Vassell. All right, they got the ball into Devin Vassell. Devin Vassell at the free throw line. You just got to make one and it's over. He misses them both. Well, Jazz are out of timeouts. Maybe that's game. Okay. That's the Spurs win. Goose is in the chat. Did I see Yo Goose? Goose. Goose, congrats on the Pelicans. $2 super. Thank you, Goose. Go Pelicans. The Pelicans look great, man. You missed the second one. That'll do it. The Pelicans not only look really good, Goose, you get the Lakers' first round pick next season or next draft. Your team's going to be stacked, dude. So props to you, man. Hey, Utah Jazz fans, in all seriousness, good game. You guys fought us hard tonight. So GG. It's nice to get a Spurs win. I know some fans don't want it, but I'm happy. On your way out, if you could hit the thumbs up, would appreciate you. I'm gonna get to the half. Jeez, I can't talk. The final game stats here in just a moment. Good win for the Spurs tonight, though. We beat a very good Utah Jazz team, and had a few things go our way for once, which usually we don't. But I mean, go our way, just simple things like balls rolling in or out of the rim, and the Jazz had a couple shots come out that could have really changed the game. All right, for the Utah Jazz, Lauri Markkanen with 32 to lead all scores, I believe. Yes. Jared Vanderbilt with, Markkanen, 32 points and 12 boards. He had a double-double. Jared Vanderbilt with 7. Walker Kessler with 7. Jordan Clarkson with 25. Sequel, worse than the first. All right, Mike Conley with 17. Did I say Jordan Clarkson with 25? Well, if I didn't, there you go. Off the bench for the Jazz, Colin Sexton with 13. Malik Beasley with 13. Rudy Gay and Simon Fontecchio with 0. And Nikhil Alexander Walker with 8. For our San Antonio Spurs, Keldon Johnson with 21. Jeremy Sohan with 6. Jakob Poeltl with 16 points, 9 boards, and 4 blocks. So nice game by Jakob. Didn't miss a shot either. And 4 or 5 from the line. He had 16 points. Very efficient. Devin Vassell with 24 points, 6 boards, and 8 assists. He was only 8 of 22 from the field, but the 8 assists is really nice. Trey Jones with 11, 5, and 5, but huge at the end of the fourth quarter. Off the bench, Doug McDermott with 14. Malachi Branham with a career-high 20 points on 7-11 shooting. Zach Collins with 10. Stanley Johnson 3. KB with 1. Malachi Branham, 26 minutes, 20 points. Kid's really starting to play really well over the last 2 weeks. Maybe really finding his role in this Spurs roster, and I like it. All right, I got to call in tonight. It's 11 o'clock, and I got to go to work in less than 8 hours. That includes sleeping, so I should get going. Yes, Jared. D. So, good win. Appreciate y'all. That's all I got. Until next time. What you gonna do? What I joke trying to do my outro. I'm not live the next game, sir, from the 6th. I can't, with the congestion I have, I can't do back-to-back games, so I'm definitely off for tomorrow night. Let's try that again. What you gonna do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Go Spurs, go!